Hear ye, hear ye. Let the record show that this viewer was here first.
Yeah, really?
Hello, everyone! I surprise you and my partner here by putting her off guard.
You need to seriously scoot closer. The whole point of having the wide shot is that you get both of us in this picture.
Yeah, but they really want you in the picture.
Just get in the damn camera. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shield Studio, aka the Dragon's Den. I'm Dragon Mom. This is Dragon Dad. That is Vi on the back of the chair.
That's Dragon Daughter.
And this is... There's hot people on my screen.
You should use some water, pull them out.
No thanks. I don't need my red hair to be dripping dye everywhere. Hi, Cat. I thought you said you were watching her.
I was. She went around me. She's like, I refuse.
Around me, through the mic, everything.
You get over here. You want some attention? I'll give you attention. In fact, I'll give you so much attention you'll never be free again.
You just asked me to blow them.
No, I said use water. I said get them... Wait, no matter how I say this now, it's going to be bad.
To extinguish the flames.
You'll never extinguish me. I'm just going to hold you right here, kitty. You can't go nowhere. So just accept it. We are back with some favorite franchise Mondays. My favorite.
Well, it's God of War. We know it's Revenge of the 5th, but...
This is Revenge of the 5th, because it's God of War getting revenge.
Well, I stopped because I read Zero's comment.
I refuse. I refuse to acknowledge what I said.
He'd be willing to give it to you.
It's been recorded for life. Oh, I got you now. I got you now. Who's your good kitty? Who's your good kitty?
We have 2 Gods of Wars.
That's true. That is kind of interesting to be walking around with 2 of them.
Perhaps we should focus on our egress first.
Agreed.
Gotta give credit to the light elves. They look pretty cool with them double blades.
Where those light bombs? Careful!
He had nothing to do with your axe. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm not an axe person. I'm more of a head and shoulders kind of girl.
I'm trying to remember the controls. It's been a hot minute.
That's because you're so hot. I could have delivered that better.
Daddy Kratos has the body, beard, and voice. Give me a version of him with normal skin and hair, and it's an upgrade.
I mean, unfortunately, he can't really get rid of the ashes that are attached to his skin. Kind of part of the curse.
And if it looks like I'm licking my lip a lot, it's because I am. I busted it like yesterday at some point, and I'm trying to let it heal, but I keep licking it so it doesn't dry out. No matter how much water and stuff I drink.
But Zero, how could you? Aren't you supposed to accept him as he is? That's what Kratos really needs. Well, you know, at least you're open about it. It's important to be upfront with, you know, who you are.
I do, but it's in my bag, and I've already put some on. It still gets kind of dry and
Stop trying
chapped.
to run away from me. You're stuck with me, kitty. You're stuck with me. You just get to lay there and enjoy my arm. My muscular arm.
Jeez, what's with all the people? Bronze tier compete. Kill light elves. Okay.
Yeah, now you don't want my attention anymore, do you? You're like, no, I don't want any more.
Right up on the left. Above you, brother.
Yeah, I see that.
If y'all didn't notice, also, because it's so far away, we were both wearing Marvel shirts today. It's just kind of weird that we always seem to match. She's wearing Scarlet Witch, I'm wearing Taskmaster.
Down here.
Yes, actually, because Danny DeVito is amazing. I understand what you were going for, but you just chose the wrong example.
I'm glad you're here to talk to chat because I cannot for the life of me figure out what's going on.
Oh, you're doing right. You're following where you need to go. Basically, rule of thumb with any of these games, follow where the enemies are.
Well,
Oh, there it
did
is.
I kill him?
I think so, yep.
Yep.
Gave you XP.
Quickly now, before more arrive.
I'm trying, tier.
This way. We need to keep moving.
He's really worked up. Think he's okay?
Focus, Atreus.
The interesting thing is, as God designs go, the only one of this entire game that really looks like, you know, the idea of what I thought for those gods in my mind for mythology, Thor is like the only one who matches my expectations. I was very disappointed in Odin. Like, Odin just looks like an old man. And not even like a unique old man, just like that old man down the street. So it's just like, I mean, I get that's how he's depicted, but I would have wanted a little bit more like wisdom looking, not kind of crotchety, crazy looking. Especially if he was supposed to have once been a, you know, attractive, nice person to Freya before he went crazy.
Jeez.
But I also understand that these are also just the actors. Like, that guy looks Odin looks exactly like his actor, if you've ever seen his actor. Nice break.
I can't keep track of it.
Hey, that's our thing. You can't throw. You're supposed to throw an axe, not a spear. You fight like an X-Men. Freaking throwing X's of ice at us. Danny DeVito was a great actor and director. Like, anything with Danny DeVito, I will love and watch. The exception being is I'm not a fan of Everything Sunny in Philadelphia. It's just not. I'm not a big sitcom fan.
No.
There are not a lot of sitcoms I really got into. I enjoyed that '70s show, but that was about
Shield
it.
attachment. Do we have any shield attachments? Oh, we do. We have that one. All the subs are cooldown.
You want me to put your water down below so you don't worry about it?
I will edit these things if you want to look at the shields and see if that's what we want. Because I will stick this against that with that, and I will stick this down here since it is sealed.
Oh, this is cooldown, this is luck and vitality. We like that one.
Okay. I didn't know what we were doing. Has a great personality, but would you have appreciated if she looked like that?
Yeah, honestly, you have to understand about me, too, is I'm different than most people, is I also have different views of attraction. So, I'm not the type of person who goes, oh, look, hot babe walking down the road, I stare.
But I appreciate it when he actually calls me that. Though there are days I don't believe him.
Well, because she is my wife, I now see her for the beautiful woman she is. Where at the time, when I meet anybody for the first time, I see them as a person. Like just a human. And then I get to know them and I start to see their beauty on the outside and the inside. And then that's
You know,
all
I've
I'm
been
attracted
contemplating that because I've been reading about that. You're really just attracted to people because you're attracted to people. It's not, it's, I just read the definition of it and I was like, kinda. No, let's keep the other one. Like you can form those really tight bonds with people really fast. I think that's what that is.
Interesting. I don't see where it... There doesn't seem to be anything that actually equips to it.
No, we have that equipped,
Yes.
but Expedition is the one we just got.
Oh!
So that's why I was asking. But no,
yeah,
we want the other one.
Yeah, we like the other one. Okay.
I also got a new bracelet today. It's a specific stone meant to, if you're a crystals person like me and believes in their healing properties and all that jazz. It's supposed to help me with my whole brain power thing, being able to spark my creativity. It especially helps with Geminis. So I'm like, yay! Because we found a new shop at the mall today. Oh, we have XP points.
Yes. That's what I'm looking at right now, at least.
Skills, yes.
Doesn't look like we've unlocked the next area, though. So we gotta wait till we get the next upgrade.
Blade scales and then Leviathan. We have some on those.
Brutal axe type throws the enemy. It might work.
Okay, that's a notification from the Discord. Like, I keep contemplating having morals and dignity, then Tom Hardy comes up on my feed and I lose track of thought. Ah. Nice.
And Tears giving us dramatic eyes of, I can't believe we had to kill people.
It is over.
It is far from over.
What are you doing?
It's gonna be okay, Tyr.
I think
You've
he's
seen what
using
is
it
to
for the
come.
light.
I told you I would not follow you to war, and yet here I am, dragging an innocent elf
Innocent?
and marching towards the destruction of Asgard.
What choice do we have?
There is always a choice. I will not lead you to war. I won't. I'm not that god anymore. I don't want to fight. But with you three, there is no avoiding it. Your path leads to countless deaths, unimaginable pain and suffering.
See, these conversations hit harder when you actually know what's coming.
No!
Atreus!
Now that's a father. Didn't hesitate 1 second. Tyr, how'd you get up there so fast, man?
Oh, he jumped down to the ledge.
I see.
And he jumped in after his boy. head. The head also almost drowned.
Are you injured?
Kratos, your weapons do not follow the laws of physics at all.
Sir.
Nope.
Hey, Tyr? Thanks. And I'm sorry about before.
No. I am sorry. I should never have come. We shouldn't linger.
Are you having good days, though, Zero?
I say, it's been a while since you've been on the stream. I know you catch us every now and then, but
And I know we sometimes also stream a little too late at night because we just have other things going on, or I play multiplayer games at night.
Look, I just want to do the right thing. And according to prophecy...
Speak no more of prophecy.
War will not give you the purpose you seek, Atreus. Only slaughter.
So what are we supposed to do? Roll over? Do nothing?
Enough. We will discuss our next move when we are out of danger.
I mean, both of them had valid points. The problem is their motivations. The kid's motivation is simply to be famous.
Well, that and to figure out who he truly is, because he has these powers he's unaware of.
And it's that concept of if you have this talent, you know, even in real life, if you have a talent and you're not quote-unquote using it, you think you're wasting your life. But at the same time, that's really unfair to like the 500 million people that have talents that they don't use daily. Some people have talents that they never use for their life. They use it just as a hobby. So it's like, this kid really needs to understand there's more to life than just one path. That's why Kratos hates prophecies, because there's more than one path in your future. Prophecies just basically try to train you on that one. That's why Kratos broke that mold like crazy. In fact, he killed the Fates.
We need to get out of here.
He took it to a whole another level. Not only is fate what you make it, but apparently fate is what you kill it.
Hey, Tyr punched something. Let them fight each other! Okay, so it's just until the Dark Elves remain, got it.
The Dark Elves, the ones I hated fighting. Because they use too many lasers from a distance. At least the Light Elves are, you know, brave enough to fight with swords. Which is probably why they're dying. I've learned from Game of Thrones that honor usually seems to get you killed. Like, I don't know what happened to George R. R. Martin to make him so depressing, but the dude just does not write any happy endings. And that's not to say that life's full of nothing but happy endings, but the way he writes it, you would think that the world is never going to be good. Like, ooh, depressing much? And like the way he basically makes it to where everybody who makes a righteous or a good decision that helps people ends up horribly wrong for everyone. It's like, you're really not promoting the idea of like good intentions or good neighbors.
Let's go, let's go.
You're basically promoting that you basically need to leave you know, everyone else alone and stick to your life and never talk to anybody. Because apparently if you try anything else, the whole world's gonna go into smoke and dragons are gonna destroy your main city.
Look out! Father, this way! Up here.
Also, what is with George Martin and his obsession with incest? Dude writes a lot of it in those books.
It's one of those things where you write about something taboo and nobody, or everybody likes it because they think they're getting away with something evil.
It's just
Or
like,
the concept of, it's so bad, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this.
see, I would have understood cousins, because that's like historical. There's a lot of historical aspects of cousins. But direct siblings, though it is historic, nowhere near as often. Like, Cersei is just the worst kind of person. At least Jaime attempted to have some honor. But Cersei is just the worst kind of person. And she has no, and she makes no apologies for it either. She loves it. She eats it.
Would you turn around if I hold the L button backwards? Please. They're clearly behind you and I want to turn back, but no, I just walk backwards.
I like their weapons. They're kind of like katanas. They're like a mix between a scimitar and a katana.
Yes, leave all the fighting to us, Tyr.
Why do we even bring you?
The boy.
Oh, right.
Well, I'll ask you all this because this is something I could talk about. Have you heard of that game? A game about digging a hole.
Keep pushing forward.
She has been really into that game lately.
Hold on, fighting somebody. I made a dedication to purposely dig every single piece of dirt out until I hit the bottom so I can hit every possible treasure and ore and other things like that. And I'm about 80 meters in, so I am very close to the bottom. I already have everything upgraded. All I gotta do is spend money on refilling my battery. But I'm trying to get like every achievement before I even beat the game.
She's a one-time playthrough type person. Though there is a game I'm interested in. I've seen it like for years. Our friend Sophie, who's on the stream with you all, just recommended it to me, called Vanheim. It's like a Norse mythology survival game where you build your home and your boat and you try to survive. Hello, Necro. Welcome.
Necro! Goobers! I'm a goofy goober!
Rah!
Can we leave?
They're all goofy goobers.
There. This way.
I wonder if I could set up just a trigger where anytime Necro says like hello or something, like a prompt.
Here.
Or
Open the
no,
gateway,
I could send you, I could create a special like prompt. Kind of like when I do... Oh, I gotta select this thing. Oh, no cutscene, that's what.
You want war, Atreus. See for yourself the legacy this one has left for the Barons. I've had far more than I can stomach.
It's very good. I really like this version of it, to be honest.
How's the story of man and boy?
We do not need to rush. We should see this desert for ourselves.
Look.
I mean, this place is a great example for Atreus to look at. There's not... This is a great example of how war has two sides. Like, the Dark Elves and the Light Elves both have reasons for their war.
For now.
You know, not one of them is more right than the other.
You heard earlier.
And same with the war he wants to start with Odin.
Yes.
Of course, the majority of people hate Odin, but the other people who worship and support Odin are like, wait, no, we don't want Odin and his gods to be
Oh,
gone.
is this not it?
Oh, you gotta throw the
Should
axe.
be able to reach the Barons up top once we find a way past this hive matter.
I remember
Oh.
these things. Definitely Dark Elf territory.
Gotta remember the recall button.
War never changes. Give me your burbs.
I've been trying. I can't see them all.
Brother, you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They would foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes.
I love the subtle just jokes thrown in every now and then.
Oh no, yeah, him and Mimir's like brotherly bond in this, I think, is the best part of this whole game. Like, their communication is great. It's, you get to see Kratos have a friend. You never see that anywhere else.
Pain in the desert.
Over a storm like this? Most impressive.
You know Alfheim pretty well, right? Do you have any idea what's out there?
No, sorry. The elves and I...
Well, it's also
Long
a
story, but
huge
it's
amount of
best to let
toxicity if you don't clean that blood. Like,
Hive matter is...
you know, blood's not exactly, you know,
and I care for it.
disease-free.
Good luck on your search, though.
You don't know what they've been doing. Dark elves and light elves, who knows? Maybe they're sharing needles.
Sand out. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Oh, I love this side quest. This is the one with the glowy people, right?
The glowy people? I called it back. We have some hack silver, so I didn't know if we wanted to.
Hey, we got a frozen flame. Upgrade the axe.
This
Nice.
axe just
Ooh,
keeps
look at
getting
it, it's all
stronger.
spark.
Nice. Wait, so if there's a side quest you like, I can let you do it.
Oh, we don't have any more chaos one. I was hoping we could upgrade both, but nope, just the Leviathan axe today.
I tried.
That's
I don't mind a little bit of
Have any
copper.
more to talk about?
there you go.
Surprised to see you out here, Sindri. You must hate the sand.
Oh, it is the worst. But
I
with
hate the
Brock Man
sand.
From Alfheim,
It's rough.
it's up to
It
me
gets
to
all
keep
over
you
the place.
ship-shape and sharp.
So why is Brock banned from Alfheim?
Oh, that's, I don't know if... Well, do you know what a juicy nokin is?
No.
Well, thanks to Brock, the elves sure do.
What is a juicy...
Boy.
No.
No. The blood of Zeus in every Greek story starts with him taking his pants off. It's sad but true. I kind of like that about the After Hydra height was you could get some extra XP from doing that part on the boat.
Those poor,
I mean, yay, camera panned, but you can still hear everything.
those poor women.
Poor.
Kratos was a terrible person. Just terrible. Taking advantage of innocent slaves.
Those are not innocent. They wanted that.
They were slaves. Didn't you see the chains around them?
Okay, something about a side quest. What?
Oh, if you go into the sands, you'll start a quest to find the whatever creatures or whatever. I think if you wanted to, you could just leave and go back to the place where Tyr is.
Oh goodness.
What are these animals?
Gulon, native to
Gulon.
Vanaheim. Not sure what they're doing here.
Yes,
They need you.
I know how you feel. Know your pain, Necro.
Someone
It's
trained them to pull
not
a sled.
pain.
Lucky for
It's
us.
called a learning moment.
Especially because then it becomes their
Most
expectations.
unusual.
That's when it becomes trouble.
Hey, at least you know what to do for her birthday. Just, you know, take a page out of one of her books.
Drink heavily, read the book, and pray to God.
Depends on which god.
There are many deities, but there's only one God. In my opinion.
Unique resource.
They just also wanted us to have this really...
Punch.
Because they wanted us to have a fun arc of us riding these because we didn't really get to use the wolves as much as we wanted. So this whole part is just for the fun of like riding on a sled.
I cannot drive for the life of me.
I know. Oh, you meant in the game.
Particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
I can't hear anything
I'm
out
dead.
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings?
Death will not come quickly though. That's the problem. My wife is nothing if not patient when it comes to her pain.
A tempting treasure chest! Damn the sand!
Would be when I least expect.
You are lucky I cannot hear you while I am trying to focus, because
Dashing through the snow.
This is sand.
Boy,
Whatever this thing
gonna
is,
kill
I
some
think the animal's
gods
inside.
and make them
Whatever's
into
inside is picking up
toys.
Quite a bit of sand.
How do we reach it?
There's caves and tunnels aplenty out here. Let's find one and see where it takes us.
We're singing a holiday song.
I didn't even know I had that. I just found it.
Hey, nice. Dwarven steel and honed metal. That's probably really good for upgrading. Ew, those are creepy.
Raven croaks, but I don't know where the raven might be.
Both the raven, nevermore. That's my favorite thing to say randomly when I hear the word raven. Edgar Allan Poe, buddy.
Left flank, poison!
Good stories, though honestly, kind of boring to read. Like the stories are interesting, but the way he writes is very droll. It makes me sleepy.
Watch out! Left side!
Okay, he was 3 days from the attack.
Behind!
Ooh! 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 Brutal!
Behind you! Incoming!
Kratos, the brutality! Your white tear is upset. You don't just kill people, Kratos. You just destroy people. You know, I have to imagine that Kratos and, what's her name? What is his wife's name? Not Freya, because that's the goddess of what? There's another F name, wasn't it?
Poisoning your back!
I'm trying to think what his wife's name was in this game series. In these 2 games. Faye. That's what it was, Faye.
With the Blades of Chaos, Sam would know. What in the world's going on? I am missing so much because I have the headphones on and I have to listen to the fight. What are y'all saying?
We're just talking about nerdy stuff.
I know. I want to know. I want to talk too. I don't want to be the one that just sits quietly and plays the game.
I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
Thank you so much for the subscription.
He gifted one, which means not only does he have one, but he gave somebody else in our
Lucy
thanks.
Chimchar, welcome.
They've been gifted a subscription. Now you can use all the fancy emojis. That means I'm at 6. Ah! I'm 4 away. I'm 4 away from my goal. Oh my goodness. Oh, I missed the lore. Oh no. Yeah, I'll do it later. Gah. Oh, now I get it. You like that I just sit here quietly and play the games. He can talk all day long, but woman's got to stay quiet.
No. Now we've come a long way from those times and those days. Women can talk all they want.
I read this.
Gooners.
All in what you bring to it.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Oh,
I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
and Remy. Hi, Remy. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Oh, he gifted 4. So I just hit my goal.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much.
Now I'm like in that obligated state of, what do you want? What can I do for you? You've paid for a service. What can I offer you?
It sounds so terrible.
I know, but I feel so bad.
Oh my gosh. Necro, thank you so much.
Everyone gets to enjoy the ad-free viewing, all the extra emojis, and just the smile and comfort that comes from knowing I have awesome people.
Necro, you are awesome.
Keep the request PG.
Yes, please. You don't want to get demonetized right after getting subscriptions. That'd be a terrible irony. Kind of went Jim Carrey there for a second. My voice all of a sudden went to The Mask.
Just keep having fun game nights. Absolutely.
Break that box.
Well, the dogs missed it, so why not? Would you go the right way, please? Stop.
Oh my gosh, I just realized her controller makes a sound effect Every time they mush or move forward, there's a chain thing on her controller.
Have fun, have more fun, have more fun.
Gonna have a really good time.
Victory screech!
You're supposed to take him to the spa.
Oh, victory screech! I was about to say, why is this on
Needle.
We just rewatched the Game Grumps doing the Squidward fan game of...
Sandy cheeks. I'm coming to clap those cheeks.
Oh, I got circumcised again.
Such a weird idea.
Oh, sinister Squidward.
Somebody had the weirdest idea to make a sinister, like, evil game of SpongeBob.
Why can't I reach him?
On your right!
Ah, his friend is more annoying than he is. That's what you get for helping a friend.
Aren't chickens just the best?
Bark, bark, bark. Speaking of chicken, we just went to a Japanese buffet that just opened up near the mall we live at. So good. I love Japanese buffets. Like, I'm a sushi person, so being able to have unlimited sushi is a very dangerous treat because I will keep eating and they fill you up very quickly. So, like, my stomach is about to burst.
I tried a California roll for the first time.
Yeah, she's never tried sushi before. So I got her the fried California roll and she liked it. Really, that's ironic because she liked the eel sauce. It didn't have eel in the sushi, but the sauce on top of it is that eel sauce that's very sweet. So I think that's what made me like it.
I just wasted that.
And it's fried. Because it's fried, I think that also helps. Because fried always makes food taste better for me.
Fish!
Even though it's still the same product, it's just been fried in oil.
My first job was a sushi chef. Yeah, it's very good. Really fun to make. Hey!
Well, Zero, if I ever visit you, you're just gonna have to make me endless sushi. That's my request for my visit.
Okay, it's official. We gotta go to England now.
Well, I want to visit Scotland because I have all my family in Scotland, so it's one hop and skip away.
Another raven croaks.
All the family on my father's side all live in Scotland, so I always wanted to go visit them instead of just talking to them over Facebook. So it'd be nice.
So then we can visit you. We can visit Sophie.
Just make a whole trip out of it. This is something we'd basically have to make like a week-long trip. Because, you know, we'd fly there for a day, spend like 4 days at my family, and then 4 days in England, you know, looking up Zero and Sophie, and just going crazy.
Stickers and emoji to your Discord today. Nice! Took me a while to figure that out, but I finally got it.
You know, to this day, I still don't understand half the emojis I get. Like, I see them used all the time, and there's still tons of them I just don't understand.
Oh, I don't have emojis on this thing, because it's Twitch. Or it's
You're good.
Restream.
But yes, for those who are subscribed now, we have a lot of custom emojis.
That is true.
Little tiny dragon, little tiny versions of cat.
I did try to ask the artist who made my emojis if they would be willing to make the ones for Dragon Dad.
Oh, thank you, Willie. Yes, those.
Well, the white dragon should be the normal ones. It's the ones with on my face. And if I can get up to 25, I think, points within a certain threshold, which is technically 25 subscribers within a certain threshold, I unlock more emoji slots. And I do have more that I can put in there, because I've had to pick from a very few amount. But I currently can't use them, because that's why I was like, start with 10 and then I'll go to 20 and then I'll make 25. So once I hit the 25 subscriber goal, I can unlock more emojis. Put them back. No problem. It was like 6 years ago. I have emojis.
Yeah, I'd still eat it. You can't make sushi wrong. It's still food.
Emojis from me. I mean, it depends on what you want from them, because if it's just your little wolf thing, like if you send me that image, I can kind of change it, but I'm no artist.
No, but we can give you...
I could trace stuff really easily and then adjust things as I see fit. Like my little emojis, I fixed a few things on them.
I was about to say, we can send you the info of our artist.
That is true. Oh, it's in my Discord. It's not Discord. It's in my Twitch description. There's shout outs. Like there's thanks to, and I'm pretty sure I have her on there.
But she does a lot of good work. She does our like main emoji. She does our little chippies on the thing. She pretty much does all of it for us. She also drew a lot of our D&D characters. So we kind of go to her for everything now because we know her prices. She likes us. We know that it'll work what we want. So, it works.
You wish to travel the world?
I don't know. Maybe.
You're broke right now, and yet you just gifted 5 subscriptions.
Yeah, now don't do that. Now I feel bad. I hope.
Why do you think I feel bad? Because everybody says they're broke, and then they do that stuff on Twitch, and I'm just like, ah.
You're broke to a level. I can join that club.
Eating sushi, only tried it once, so I don't have a perspective on what's good and what bad sushi tastes like. I'm just a sweet person, so that's why California rolls work for me. Am I going the wrong way?
That sweet little eel sauce. That sweet little eel sauce. I think you're going back down if you're trying to leave. That's where you're heading right now, is you're going back down.
Well, no, because there's dead people here, so did I? Oh, yes. So I missed the thing completely. I don't know where the animal is. Do you know where the animal is?
It's like in the center area.
Oh, is it that bridge thing I can't figure out?
Something I'm not sure.
What the eel sauce? Do they milk an eel? That.
Look, in fairness, I don't know. I just know that it's very sweet tasting, so it's on a lot of different sushi, so it's very good. And, I don't know what they do with it, but it's very good.
Either way. What difference did her lie really make?
I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting
Knowledge is power, that is true.
Knowledge is power.
That is kind of the truth of all life, honestly. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have than your opponent, the better off you're going to be. In pretty much every lack of life.
Enough. We will continue later.
It's like it's taunting you.
Right.
Like, how do I get that off? Come on.
Look, there's a cave entrance.
Cave entrance.
I was sad when I found out dumpling sauce is just soy sauce and vinegar.
Wait, why are you sad about that? It's delicious. Who cares how it's made? I love the dumpling sauce. I literally have it. I mean, I have to have it with all my dumplings. Though actually, I use it for my other fried foods too. Like if I do the soup or the spring rolls, I dip the spring rolls in it too.
I learned some time ago that yum yum sauce was just mayonnaise and ketchup, and I would have never thought to mix the two.
Is the creature within?
Yeah.
Did you have fun with everyone after I left? Yes, though we figured they added one more guy in. He got all the mods, but
one of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple.
God, I can't talk while there are voices in my ear. His computer couldn't handle the mod, so then we had to go back to do it a normal way. But 2 of them kept using the mods, including the guy who couldn't run. Bert, yeah, Bert couldn't run the mods on his PC, and it was kind of hilarious. And then Sam accidentally kept the mods on when we tried again, so she saw everyone in a makeshift Sailor Moon kind of display. I kept with my duck figure. And I also found the ghost form. I thought that was kind of cool. But we definitely got to do a Friday with Friends with modded repo. Like, I'm gonna copy and paste your mod pack into my server, and I'm gonna say, hey, repo players, when we play repo again, it's gonna be in the modded pack if you want to play with us. Or technically, we can play apparently the modded pack versus non-modded pack, and it would just be that's what we see versus what they see, but it's all the same stuff. So they wanted to join. They can't have mayo because they're lactose intolerant. Depends on doesn't. Mayonnaise has a milk-based product, but it's Miracle Whip that doesn't.
Yes, I believe you are correct. Miracle Whip is the one that has no milk.
No. Is it the opposite? I know it has eggs. You gotta angle it. There you go. Okay, you got me intrigued. I know there's egg and other stuff in it. I have 2 functional tower PCs in storage that just need a few parts. Wow. Oil, eggs, and an acidic ingredient like vinegar or lemon juice.
Oh, it's egg-based.
That's what I thought. Like, I know it's majorly eggs.
I've made mayonnaise before, which is funny.
You literally just copied the Google. But yeah. Okay, what's in Miracle Whip? Soybean oil, high fructose corn syrup, vinegar, eggs, and spices including paprika and garlic. That's what's in Miracle Whip.
It's not too different.
Ah, no! God damn it! What the fucking fuck?
What's with the rage?
Because I am Kratos.
What's with the rage? Nigga! Oil and eggs don't mix, so the acid works as a... Yes. Kratos rage. Ah, yes. Yes, the Kratos rage. I think I have an eyelash in my eye.
You know, now that I know more about the Dark Elves, I wish we didn't have to fight them.
They attack us.
Well, this is their home. And considering what happened the last time we were in Alfheim, can you really blame them?
Yeah, we didn't exactly leave a good impression on the elven people last time we were here.
Nope. More like the dork elves. I am such a dork. Nope. Oh! Never mind. Don't trust the knife ears. What?
Now you're done talking, you can play again.
Oh, yes. I suppose, but you were doing so well.
I know, but that's why I want you to play, because it's more fun watching you do it than me.
How is it more fun when I do it?
Because when people watch me do it, they just see the same thing they've seen all the time. Really good male player games that just sit around going pop, 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 like it's nothing. What they want to see is someone who actually struggles and tries and does well.
And gets mad and rage quits and like throws the controller around when it doesn't work?
It's more entertaining to see someone who doesn't play video games, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, I prefer watching people who don't play video games play video games. You just went backwards.
Yeah, I just realized that. You had me facing a direction that was not...
I apologize.
I love watching Sam play games. Yeah. It could also just be a husband and wife thing.
That is true. I will say, honestly, I've gotten to the point in my life where playing single-player games by myself, honestly, is kind of lonely. I like it when I'm playing a single game with her in the room. Or
I was about to say,
a co-op game. Like, it's fun.
I played the digging a hole game, and he'll just sit here on his phone, like, not even watching me, but he'll sit here while I am digging a hole. Just because he wants to sit and watch.
Look, for one, I did not specify woman, I don't think. I think I just said watching someone who doesn't know how to play struggling.
They're used to seeing talented male players that prefer watching a woman player struggling. Wow. Parallel play, it's an actual thing.
Yeah, actually, there were times when we were in our last home, because we had 2 TVs in our room, that I would be playing on one system, she'd be playing on the other, and we'd just be playing next to each other, separate games. Sometimes that's just as fun. It's like reading books next to your wife. Like, sometimes you're both reading books next to each other. But I'm reading Star Wars, and she's reading something else.
Ah.
Yeah, look, it's basic wood. You'd think we'd be able to break through that.
I'm about to say, it looks breakable. I just don't know what they want me to do. Because there's a chest, and there's one of the things I have to ding, but I have to be somewhere where I can ding all of the things.
There's gotta be a way to cut. Maybe it's the axe? Maybe for some reason the sword can't do it, but the axe can? Nope. That's weird. That is weird.
Maybe there's another way around.
Ah, up there, yeah, because I just opened up that space.
Ah.
Ooh, I love the Discworld books. That's the one I introduced you to with the death character who just follows everyone around and they're on top of the back of a turtle.
Ooh.
The whole world is just a disc on top of the back of a space.
Oh, yeah! I remember now.
Yep.
This is gonna take me too far. I won't
Did
be
you
able to
watch
get the
the
chest.
miniseries that came out for those with the actor who plays Samwise Gamgee?
It's not always like that.
Color of Magic?
Some animals are just
It was
feel
so
what they're feeling,
funny.
you know?
And
whatever
Death was
this
played by Christopher Lee.
It's in a lot of pain.
So when you have, you know, Count Dooku as Death's character, you just can't look away.
Really?
I am.
Especially because if you've read Terry Pratchett, you know how amazing.
I am capable of curiosity, says Kratos.
I mean, fair.
Patience. A virtue or a threat?
Depends on the reader.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Very much so.
Oh, Death is the best. Yeah, I love Death's one-liners, his characterization. Like, Terry knew what he was doing with that character. Like, oh, you know what'd be a great character? A comic relief Death. Yes,
Let me do
that
this
is the one who
something
trained
back.
the robot dude. General Grievous. Or as some people incorrectly pronounce it, Grievous.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Even though that's just a meme now that we've seen the movie in theaters.
Yeah, we went to go see the 20th anniversary release in theaters. Honestly, it's like reliving childhood. I was 20 years younger, but you know, I was 10, no, I was 11. I was 11 years old when episode 3 came out. I was trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku. Yes, that's him. You're not that much older than me. You're like 7 years older than me, dude. You're the same age as my brothers.
He just spins his lightsabers. What training did he require? It is true. He just uses his robot arms and just turns them into fans.
In fairness, yeah, you actually are younger than my brothers. In fairness, but you are the same age as her mother.
Which one?
Stepmother. However, that is funny.
38. Okay. Like a year older.
The funny thing is they actually mention that Count Dooku gets mad at Grievous because he does that in their training, and he says that's not going to save you against any Jedi, and yet he still does it. So he clearly ignores Dooku's advice, which gets him, you know, his arms chopped off. But I mean, he's a droid, so he didn't feel it. It's just annoying. But he can't throw while in that position. Oh, I see. You gotta go over here and throw it like that. That makes sense.
Not over there, but...
Are you sure? There's that purple thingy up above.
Oh, well then, maybe. Hold on. Not from this angle.
Did you have to do it while hanging on the thing? No, because you can't dual wield. You can't have the blades out and the axe.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you go down? I was about to say, apparently you can go down.
Working on it. Oh.
Oh, we have a friend. No, so he's not a robot. He is a cyborg. He was a species. He was an ape-like species with
Curve the
multiple
bullet.
arms. So he was basically a monkey humanoid that had 4 arms, and he was a great warrior of his people, but he wanted to be stronger. So he kept doing modifications to his body using robotic parts. Monkey! And so eventually he just became full robotic. The only part of him that was left from his old body was his organs and his brain.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why you'd help some random animal.
Is this not
He got a little too crazy with the
No, it
modifications,
is.
and he was actually banished from his people because of it, because he basically went crazy with power. Yeah, pretty much. That's why Darth Vader is cooler. They're separate people. I feel like you're a robot when you can't think for yourself. I feel like a robot is someone who is programmed and can't unprogram themselves. That's where you define robotic.
I'm about to say the bells, I gotta be able to hit all of them at once. But I'm sitting here like...
There's probably like some weird thing once you get to that chest where they're all within range. Ah, hello there.
Aye.
That shield thing is really working.
Not really. They do the blue light, but then I've already hit them because I'm spamming the other buttons. Or I go to dodge and they still hit me.
I respect that, Necro. I'm both. I would call myself a Trekkie and a Star Wars fan, because I know them both way too well. I do a lot more with my life now than I did in my younger years. So, I can pretty much tell you I've watched them all. And I still watch them today. I'm not gonna... there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. As long as you have...
I did the thing.
As long as you're paying your bills and you're having a good life, who cares? Enjoy the nerdums you enjoy. Are there, though? Because that's still part of their... Ooh, 40k, yes. I used to have 40k back when I was a younger kid and they were more affordable. But I never had a full army, so I just had little bits and pieces. Eventually they broke because I was a kid. So I've always wanted my army. But it is an expensive hobby that I'm like... I also want to play Star Wars, because I have Star Wars miniature games. Like, I have Imperial Assault, and I have Legion. So it's like, do I really need 3 or 4 different, games that require miniatures? Plus, there's the new Gundam miniature game coming out, and I really want that. Because Gundam miniatures, yes please.
I remember a young lad who, until this very moment, would take on an army of Draugr to save a wounded animal.
Yeah. Have you seen the stuff for the new Gundam game? New board game? It's all miniature based. But they're like 28 mil, or they're like Warhammer style. Like, it's Warhammer size. So it's like, thank you. Whoever has thought of this, thank you. Yeah, the card game looks amazing as well, yeah. I've been rewatching Gundam again. I'm currently watching The Origin, which actually she said she liked. So far I'm actually getting her into something Gundam. With the origin story of Char's character. And it is so good. Like, I love Char as a character, so I love watching the Origin series.
I like seeing people who are, like, mentally evil. Like, this guy took this guy's place super easily. He knows how to act. He knows how to use his enemy as his friend.
Yep.
And then he still killed off the other guy, even though the other guy was going to support him, because it's possible his secret would have gone out. I really like the mentality of evil people like that. Okay, I need you to take over for a hot second. I swear to God, I have an eyelash that just won't stop. Oh, it just hurt my eye.
Alrighty, yeah, score that one. Char is Char. Yeah. He has my favorite mech. I am a classic fan, and I love the basic military mechs that Char and his people use. And they're not even technically Gundams. They're just mobile suits. But they're still my favorite design. I think they are just so perfect in their simplicity. Yes, the Zaku. I love the Zaku. Those are my favorite. Like, every variation, every time they come up, they're just the best in my opinion. Because they're so diverse for being so simple. Like, for a villain, and especially because they're basically associated with the villains. So you get that concept of, like, here's a perfect villain. Simplistic, but efficient. Yeah, we saw a mech of that today when we were shopping. It was funny because it was cheaper than his main mech from his original Zaku 2.
And it was in a bigger box.
And it was in a bigger box. So it's kind of like, oh, I guess they're banking on people paying more price for the classic than they are for the, upgrade.
Very much World War I Germany vibes. Let's see.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe that's why I like it. Because I'm a huge history
Which way
buff,
am I
and
going?
I love the World War I and II histories. Oh, I brought you down from where you were, so you just went down. Alright, so I think you have to blow up one of these things. So far, that's what I've been noticing, is that there's a lot of explosions required. Ooh, slick. I didn't even see that.
Well, that's what we've been using lately.
See, my hardest part with that is the decals, because every time I touch them, they get so sweaty, and then they don't stick right, and they always look a little off-put, and then I'm like, ah, I've ruined it! I haven't built a Gundam in probably over 15 years.
Alright, so
I
there's
missed that.
one on the others. Oh, there's one up there, okay. So I need to go up slightly?
Yes, I have heard. Everyone keeps telling me that. I'm like, I didn't think of that at the time when I used to build them. Now they sell them in sets, and I'm like, man, where was this when I was younger? Because they have these, like, complete sets now where you can get the little tweezers and the cutters all in one little thing for, like, $10. I'm like, where was this?
Oh, goodness. Witch from Mercury.
Is that the one that kind of looks like they're female Gundams, basically? Where they are, like, feminine designed?
God, I can't look up very high.
Oh, okay. Because I saw those at the toy shop, too, as, like, female versions of the Gundam machines, where they look like straight women as robots. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this before.
Huh.
Yeah, this is a tricky puzzle. Oh! Do you aim it at the bouncing thingy and it bounces back at that?
I'm trying to, but it's not working that way. Because I can't aim very well when I have to go all the way into this corner, because I can only go up so high.
No, I mean, can you hit the one over here, and that bounces back at that one?
Well, I need this to go over there, so I need, whatever I hit off of this to go to that one and go down, but it's not angling like that. I'm guessing I need to go up somehow.
Oh, there it is. I saw a little blow-up bottle.
I see it.
Boy,
Hey, Atreus.
can you aim?
It's just, why does it feel like no matter what we do in Alpine, we wind up hurting?
Oh, interesting. That does sound good. I do like all these the mech animes that have been coming out where they're like school-based. Kind of like that old show, Full Metal Gauntlet, or no, Full Metal Panic, where they were in high school. That was another good mech one.
No.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that is connected to another.
They love puzzles in this game.
Mm-hmm. Sad is that sending me over that way. There we go.
I don't know how physics work, but I don't know if that's how they work. I don't think you could throw an axe like that and it would do this. There must be something specific about that rock that allows it to bounce.
Yes. Light magic.
Ah, magic. That explains everything. Ooh, Fire Force. See,
I did hear that that got a new season. That's why all of the stuff is on sale.
it's not a bad show, but it hit a little too close to home for me, because I have a lot of close relations and like kind of sad history with my brothers and such. So an anime about a brother being separated from his brother really hit me too hard, and I was like, nope, 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 I'm out, I can't deal with this. Especially because the way they write the other brother just makes me sad.
Above you, brother!
Do you have an issue with furries? or like an experience with furries or something? Or is it just because they are furries that it's like, I'm not really...
Wait, what?
Talking about Beastars. Oh, toxic... Oh, yeah, my bad, sorry. I looked at it too literally. Yes, no, for sure. That show has nothing but toxic relationships. Like, the exclusion might be the main characters. Haru, I think, is the rabbit's name. But even that doesn't feel healthy. So it's just like, yeah, there's not really any good relationships in that whole series. Though I will say, coming from a man who used to watch Digimon, hearing the voice of Kari from that rabbit really messes with you in a lot of weird ways. Oh yeah, Necro, did you not know? Zero and me are super Digimon fans. Zero in the audience, please inform him of how we live our lives.
It's true.
We are digital monsters, and we are digi-destined. Well, welcome to the club then, Necro. I'm sorry you didn't get to see us play, Digimon Survival. That was one of the, that was our last game we did on Mondays. There it is. I knew this creature would show up.
It's not just in pain. It's trying to sing.
Yes, join us, Necro. Join us.
Is that what's causing the storm?
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Renamon is amazing. It's actually one of my wife's favorites. She loves that box.
Don't worry, Lunch. We'll get you.
This is like the only way I got her into season 3 was because of that box.
What is that name?
And Gilmon.
Well,
She liked
the
Gilmon.
last squid thingy we saw was Diener,
I don't think she liked his evolution though.
Oh boy.
Where it was all
Well, I
growly
appreciate the
and
attempt
Growlmon
at
was a
humor.
little bit too
That,
meh.
little brother,
It
is
took away the
truly
fun of it.
awful wordplay.
Nice. I run
Oh,
purple.
well.
I have the purple,
I'll be
so I run
winners.
Dieselmon.
This thing is so cool. Alright. There's one down there. Couple up
There's gotta
there.
be a way to clear those rocks. Get a better angle.
Did you hear about the new
Looking at it.
RPG releases for season 4? They're bringing in all of the Digimon Frontier.
Nope, that's just for the one.
Oh, fire bottle. Go back to where you were.
Oh.
Yappa!
Aim, boy.
The fact that you have to confirm, do they like Renamon because of Renamon, or do they like it because of other reasons? That's my same thing with Pokemon. It's like, are you a Pokemon fan because you like the video games, or are you a Pokemon fan because of, you know, you like the Pokemon? When you run into adults who love these fandoms, you have to ask those questions. Because you have to know, are they really fans, or are they just fans? Nothing's wrong with being just fans, but I feel like it takes away from the nostalgia we all have from the series.
Looks like it can move now.
You can post it in our Discord as long as it's appropriate. If it is not appropriate, I will understand. Just don't send it, because I have sleeves like that too for my Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and it is.
If it's not appropriate, there's an NSFW channel that is age restricted that you can go into.
But yes, I have a deck. I have deck sleeves that has a female persuasion on them, and they are not clothed.
Lots of butt.
Yeah.
Why did they trap it down here?
Half-giffers are known to burrow.
I use that for my main deck for my evil heroes for Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, it's appropriate. They're evil heroes, so they, you know, they have to look evil by having very, very attractive women on their deck cover. You know.
One the elves have used since the time of their ancestors.
My watch is telling me it's time to move.
You've been sitting down too long. Tell me about it.
So, by clearing out all of this
Oh, speaking of Digimon, just so you all know, day 1 I will be playing the new Digimon game when it comes out. Like, that'll be another stream thing I will be doing, is I'll be playing that straight out when it comes out. I can't wait for another Stories game.
Noise.
And I'm probably going to start with Devimon, because I am a virus type lover. I love virus types. Even though I'm not a huge fan of his main
Update
evolution line, I'll probably
file?
just change him.
Is that the only one? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a first.
But it was like trying to trick you. Like, no, no, there's more, there's more. Oh, are we supposed to break something?
I don't know. Says it can't, like, we freed it, but it said it couldn't get free, so...
Oh, that's what that glowing light is.
What? Where?
The one sticking.
No, that is not it
that
at all.
not it? Okay. Oh, Yeah, you're right, that is weird. That means there's something we're not seeing. Was there any more of the break? Or was that it in that chamber?
I don't know. Atreus, tell me what to do.
Oh, check your information on the quest. Maybe it'll tell you. Secret of the Sands. Open the hive cage on the surface. Okay, so we have to find out where he's located on the surface. So this clearly isn't it, because otherwise we'd have something to break. So it's somewhere around here. I do not worship the devil, how dare you? Just because I have Beelzemon as my favorite, and the fact that I have evil heroes, that doesn't mean anything. This means I have a certain type when it comes to my, entertainments. Mostly evil stuff. I mean, seriously, if you ever watch me play, I might do it on the stream one of these days, but RPGs are hard to play and, be entertaining with. So I might play Star Wars The Old Republic one of these days, but I usually play the Sith or the evil character. Pure and invoked.
Locked.
Alright, so that's probably not the one we need to do. Oh, there we go.
So this might be very hard. Nope.
Oh, close.
Because I can't get any closer. But if I get further, they don't line up as well.
Ah, that should count. Maybe that's what I meant by lock.
Probably. Who knows? So I feel like it would be somewhere close by. I don't think it's where the light is. Fifth time's the charm. Although now the middle one's like just dead because it's not really flashing.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like it's telling you, oh no, this works, but it doesn't work. Discord. Ah, NSFW. Nope, that's not the right page. I don't.
Huh?
I went to the NSFW one. Oh!
Oh, I remember seeing that!
That's adorable and not adorable all at the same time. Oh!
Feels like something's here, but probably when the sand dies down.
I was about to say, it's like, it's telling us we need to find something, but we just can't seem to find it in all the sand. So it's around here somewhere. But we don't have to keep wasting time. I mean, we clearly found it, so... Oh, maybe it's marked. Oh, yeah, there it is. You're right. It's the blue one you want to follow, not the yellow
Oh, the blue one?
Yeah.
My god, these dogs.
Good old Garurumon. Where Garurumon is amazing. My wife really liked that one.
Shut up.
This is the spot. We can cut the half goofa loose here.
Oh.
I just.
That's right. You.
I thought it would be triangle, not circle.
Breathe and break.
It flies? Of course it flies. It's a half goofa.
Sounds much happier now. And hey, the storm's gone.
Aye, perhaps we'll finally earn some goodwill from our dark elf friends after all.
Look, Father, thanks for bringing us out here, but you don't have to do this kind of stuff just to keep my mind off Ragnarok, you know?
This was not a distraction.
No? Then why are we really out here?
Have you ever considered he just wants to spend time with you, lad? While he still can.
The fact that Mimir has to tell you
I
this.
know what lies ahead. But if
Like,
Ragnarok
come on, Kratos. You should be able to tell your son you want to
we
spend time with him.
enjoy the time we have left.
Ah.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for bringing us out here. I'm glad we did this.
As am I.
Not a distraction, and yet I am just entranced by this floating jellyfish.
Yep. Beautiful.
It's so pretty! See, I gotta get a little hologram projector, like, for my ceiling or the walls in our new bedroom, that just, at nighttime, that thing could just be flying around. You know, like those little star projectors?
No! Stay away, SpongeBob!
Odin's ravens. They can just transport him anywhere?
Except for the realm between realms.
I mean, it's not hard for me to pick. Beelzemon will always be my favorite because I just love the story so much of Beelzemon's character in the third season. It's such a great storyline. And let's face it, he's riding on a motorcycle with a shotgun. It's just too freaking cool.
I see something small and green about to
Now, if
die.
I recall, we were discussing how manipulating the
Grinch's son?
details of a prophecy can wreak havoc on the believers.
Hold. We will finish later.
Be gone with ye!
With the wings. So pretty. Okay, look. Now, I'm not going to defend what he did. I'm talking about his story arc as a whole. Yeah, I clearly am not condoning what he did to Leomon.
I can't go
But
through
let's
that
be
way.
fair, Leomon kind of just seems to always have that coming his way in every series he's in. It's just part of his character at this point.
The chisel will not open this.
Did the lighthouse put this lock here? Why would they care what happens in the Barrens?
Oh, I think that's the next part where once
Until
you
we
get to
find
there,
the
you
right
can
key,
unlock
that
the
poor
mate.
half-goofa will have to continue its solo
And you can
act.
see a bunch of little glows. Oh, it's so mean, Zero. Look, let's be fair. Like, when does Leomon not take it to heart?
Now, if
It's
I recall,
his lot in
we were
life, man.
discussing how
Like,
manipulating the details
just
of a
the sad truth.
prophecy can wreak havoc on the believers.
the exception would be Mad Leomon in the
I was privy to the
X-Cross
operations of a
series.
certain coven of Heathwitch.
And even that one doesn't end well for him.
Destabilizing the government. They picked an influential Thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him
You know,
a
when I
story of
first
his own
started that
ascension
series,
to
I was
fame.
I really thought I was going to be
Dressed it up
disappointed
in enough
because it looked
detail
so
that you knew it
childish.
would pass, so
I
when
say
they
after
did,
watching the original series.
Thane took it as
But I'm like,
confirmation.
honestly,
Let
at
this
least in the
one
Japanese version,
stay alert.
it's a solid anime. Like, solid Digimon anime. Like, yeah, I'm not a crazy fan of the main character's Digimon combination, his weird triple fusion thing. This looks kind of weird. I like Shoutmon, but just not the others.
These rooms.
Yeah, I wish they would do some more with Tamers. Though, frankly, I'd also wish they'd do some more with Frontier, because that new commercial of the new series showed the Frontier goggles. So that's like, don't show me that if you're not going to bring it in. Because that commercial for the new remake series, or the new continuation of the original, it showed 4 goggles. 4. Which means they better show the other 2. We better be seeing some Tamers and some Frontier. Just saying, if not, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be
They
upset.
fed the Thane a prophecy of his
They won't
ascension
lose
to
me,
king.
but they might lose my head.
Next
Like, I
thing
might be a
you
little
know,
lit.
he's helping matters along. He murders his king.
That middle
sleeping
one's
under his
off, ain't
own
it?
Roof.
Yeah, I
Murders
think so.
many he once called friends too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. With just a few details.
I will be
that
so
struck them ever
nettled.
misleadingly. They convinced the fool he was invulnerable to
Are you
all
done?
threats.
Physical.
Because if I come up there and you do that
But
again,
not so for
I
him.
will be so freaking
All
nettled.
turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed, none dare speak it. All
I don't know if that's what you're referencing, but that's where my mind goes, Necro.
prophecy.
Set that aside for now. Come.
That is a TFS abridged series for Dragon Ball Z.
I can play beautifully, you know.
Cell versus
I
TN.
would prefer it remain that way.
I could play sort of beautifully, you know.
Kiko. Is that are they tricking you again? Is it separate again?
I don't know.
Guess we'll find out. Nope, it is not separate. Oh.
Oh, too soon. Oh, it missed that one.
But you have the right idea.
Ah! Oh, I turned sideways. Why do they keep going that way?
Nice.
Or I cheated it.
Who knows? Who cares? We win.
It's a chest anyway.
Honestly, yeah, Saber Leomon makes the most sense. Though it would be ironic considering their fate to Beelzemon that they become Bancho Leomon, just to kind of, you know, emulate them.
This has runic and cooldown, but it'll get rid of our vitality and luck. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, this one is if you shield strike with the thing you keep doing, it'll also cause an explosion.
Oh, well then, yes please.
So, that seems worth it.
Only because it keeps telling me, when it flashes blue, tap L twice.
Yes, I love all the Banchos. Honestly, like, my ultimate team, if they did, like, you have to choose a team of 3, like in most Digimon, it'd be the 3 Banchos. Bancho Leomon, Bancho Mamamon, and Bancho Stingmon. I know there's probably more than that, but that would be my team. And yes, this is a JoJo's reference.
I have 2. I don't know who my third would be. Gammamon and...
Angorimon.
yeah. I don't know who my third would be.
I mean, at that point, you might as well go with the 3 and go with Jellymon.
Eh.
You don't like
Soldiers
Jellymon?
we fought in Sparta
Don't like
fought.
Jelly Waifu?
Those
No.
were Einherjar? I thought Einherjar were just...
What about Renamon?
Ragnarok comes.
They were no
Fox.
spirits.
Indeed, brother. Odin
Kind of
appears to have
overdone.
found a loophole. Activated his forces early as a standing army. Perhaps
Beelzemon?
he could only do without
The,
any honest Valkyries
demon guy who has
to stand in
shotguns?
his way.
What's the other rabbit?
Oh, Lopmon.
Lopmon. Lopmon.
There you go.
2 bunnies. I am the bunny. Raven!
Die, Raven.
You will die, you will die.
As
Where are
they-
you going?
You'll fly back around eventually.
Okay.
And Telamon, yeah. The one that had the really dark ending in our run through of Survive.
Okay, it's gonna come back this way.
I mean,
Ah!
I don't think she didn't like Gargomon. It's just the evolution wasn't as much bunny. Because it turned into the Mecha Bunny. And she's more of a less mecha, more funny bunny.
Okay, so I'm guessing just slightly down this way. I will get this angle! Y'all keep talking.
But no, she's a fan of Gargomon, which when we showed her the movie, which is probably not on our VODs anymore, but it was.
Oh no, it's not in our VODs because of copyright stuff.
Yeah. But we did watch the Digimon movie, and her reaction, she did like Gargomon. She liked the bunny with pants. But she just liked Antilamon more because it's actually like full-on bunny rabbit.
That in God mode.
Yeah, that too.
Yay! I just had to get a better angle on it.
There we go.
I ain't getting all 48, we know that.
But each one you get is a prideful.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
If I don't have it, you don't need it. We have 3 extras on armor, specials, and sell. Since you're taking care of that, I'll take this opportunity to rest you. That way we don't waste time.
Cloak of the Black Bear. Yes.
Huh. That might be my best
We
piece
like the
yet
Black
today.
Bear one.
Very
It's just
good.
the way we go. Wraps of the Black Bear. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. We have enough steel, it's not enough money. Wonder if we have anything we can sell. Yes.
I'll take them.
Sell all.
Ooh.
There
These
we
look
go.
fantastic in my storage chest. I'll disinfect my tools.
There we go. Now we have enough. Do I do the wraps? Increased damage. That's always nice. This is strength and defense. So this is more strength. This is more defense. I feel like we want more strength.
A good fit.
Well, to come back later for the next one.
I'll heat up the forge.
Okay, we still have enough of Resurrection Stone. Oddly enough,
What
we
about
haven't
your
died,
son?
so, you know, we're doing good. Melee attacks against enemy afflicted with Sonic deal significantly increased. Enemies killed from a rogue arrow explode. I don't know why, but I like that.
What'll it be? Oh, got time to chat?
Karate. Yeah, that's true. Well, I think it's not really so much a scenario, just more of like if you just had a pick of like your 3 favorites, like of starter types, and where you want their path to head. But not necessarily for any specific reason, just kind of like what would your, you know, kind of iconic team be?
Heard that.
I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, wait, oh, what?
Accessory. There we go.
Can I just say compression socks pulled all the way up to my knees feels kind of weird.
No, that makes sense.
It's like, I feel it, and it kind of helps my legs because they're a little sore today after
Do you believe
walking,
in
but
fate, Sindri?
Oh, of
Ooh.
course not. You think
It's
I'd
like
wash
wearing
my
super
hands this
tight
much if
leggings.
I thought that what I do doesn't ultimately matter?
I mean,
There's
that's a
only
fair
one
point,
thing with
Sindri.
any say over how we live our lives, and that's us.
hey, baby girl.
I feel like,
If you want to continue down the storyline, I'm grabbing a piece of candy.
okay. I feel like the problem with this boy is that he wants his fate to be special, so he keeps hoping fate is real. 'Cause-
Candy from the bucket?
yeah, she has a bucket.
A bucket of candy. I only grab like one at a time, so like I'll grab a Jolly Rancher and probably a second one if I keep numbing on myself. But this thing is chock full of those grandma candies, the little strawberries.
Honestly, Zero, that'd probably be my group, except for Anjumon, because I'd just replace it with,
Drink water.
Drink
Become
water. Oh, okay.
honestly, I don't know.
Working on
If I was
it.
going like with my top favorites, it'd be Beelzemon, it'd be Stingmon.
Working on it.
Man, third choice is hard.
Okay, hold on. So this is my water bottle. It is 32 ounces, so it's double the water of a normal water bottle. And then there's his water bottle.
64 ounces.
Double what I have. So he has the double water bottle. I'm trying to drink at least this for 32 a day because they say like what, 8 glasses of water? So 1 water bottle is 2 glasses or something. So this is at least 4 glasses of water. His is the recommended daily amount. Husband has more girl. Okay, we're there.
Eyes of Odin, no,
We want the
home, right?
Spartel. I think we just want anything and we go back to the middle. Because we want to be in the tree. Yeah, right there, in the middle.
Ah, there we go.
Into his house.
Well, I hope.
Yeah, I think that. I get where you're going with Necro, and I definitely agree. I definitely think that's what kind of made it iconic for Digimon, is it wasn't just a team of 3 or a team of 6.
Yes, yes we have.
Yes, Rotaskar.
He's so fun.
If I had to go that way, like what would my partner Digimon be? That'd be harder, but I definitely think it would be between Stingmon and Impmon, or Wormmon and Impmon, because those are just the 2 people that connect with me the most. I think Wormmon would probably be my most trusted one, because I feel like me and him would get along and he'd kind of balance out my slightly negative personality. Whereas I feel like Impmon would cause me to do negative things.
Oh, right, I have to hit the button. I can't just run through it.
Good old Goblinmon. Classic, but never a wrong choice.
Hey, speaking of the squirrel.
Speak.
If you are ever in need of my services and I am not present, I have installed these handy chimes for you to notify me. Simply throw your axe and strike the chimes.
Oh, very helpful. We have a bell now to call our squirrel.
To take a practice throw?
Look, that's his little spectral squirrels, the blue and the red.
Yep, you gotta find them all. You found 2.
I keep clicking the wrong button.
A magnificent throw, Master Kratos. Truly a seasoned pro. Very well.
You
know how to
bootlicker.
reach me now. But putting all that aside for the moment, is there anything else?
I thought he said something if you ring it more than once.
I'm
already here, Master Kratos.
I have a question.
Splendid! I delight in offering my tutelage to the inquisitive.
Over the ledge, by the gateway over there. I noticed these dragons.
Dragons? Oh no, young Master Atreus. Those are
The brood of Nidhogg.
Brood of Nidhogg.
Nidhogg.
That's the mother?
Correct. She's also a vital piece of the Yggdrasilian circle
Yep.
of life, as it were.
All the aspects of the Tree of Life, also known as the Sephiroth.
From below to prevent overgrowth.
Sephiroth!
So they're friendly?
Well, they're not nearly so affable as myself, but there's no reason to expect hostility so long as they're left in peace. Nidhogg is a stern matriarch, as protective of her offspring as she is determined to teach them proper discipline.
That sounds
familiar.
I think that's the long and short of it. Safe travels.
Dargans. That kind of reminds me of one typo.
What's that?
Sorry, you were looking at the after I said Dargans, which is what Necro typed. It reminds me of one typo I sent to Sophie because I was typing really fast, but I turned autocorrect off because for some reason when I type the word out, it corrects it to put. And I'm like, out is a word. Stop autocorrecting the word out. So I turned autocorrect off. And when I went to type, because you're such a kind-hearted girl, I typed M instead of L, and then it was like germ, to which I sent girl after to say I meant to type this. And she's like, no, I'm your germ now. So now Sophie is forever a germ. That's what I call female gremlins, germs.
Yeah, fair.
But she knows Seppi. So he tried to get me to play the original 7, and I just could not.
So now we're playing on, every now and then, I do it for my streams on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I play the remake. And she's getting into that. We just did the dance sequence.
I killed the squat challenge.
Yep, 100%.
You should have seen me on the first squat thing. I'm sorry, now I'm talking to it. You should have seen me on the first squat thing. I was like, okay, so I gotta go bup, 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 bup. Then he was like, do you want the headphones? And I'm like, I think I can do it. So then I'm in my own rhythm, bup, 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 bup. And I noticed the pattern of when it gets faster and how faster it gets. And then I hit 40 something on the first go around. And I was like, dude, I was just in a zone. I did not mess up once.
From out of the dirt.
Did you watch Powerpuff Girls? Yes, I did. Where's Bubbles? She's upstairs combing her hair, thinking she's gonna be the prettiest girl at the party. I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party. I am a squat champion. I got legs for days. Just ask him. I got out of one of his grip holds with just my legs. I got legs for days. I met Tara. She's such a sweetheart. Oh. My wife has never played. Are you a boy or girl? I need to get the remake to Ninja Squad. Zero Necro. I'm a squat champion. Ask my husband. Said Shield Studio. Boy or germ? Boy or germ? Necro is, I believe, he, him, boy. Married to Sam. She, her, from what I am aware. If I'm getting that wrong, please tell me your pronouns so I can forever remember the correct terminology. Correct. Yay. I do my best to try to be respectful of everybody's wishes. It just makes for better friendships. My wife?
My wife.
As do I.
I try to be respectful of everybody. My way of being respectful, though, is I don't care. You can be you, I be me. That's how we get along. You know, that's my thing in the world, is just let everybody be them.
Yeah, I will say, if I'm asking, like, you know, hey, what's your name? And, like, if you have any specific pronouns, you know, just tell me straight up. Don't give me a whole story. That's the only thing about me. Meanwhile, husband calling me she for the first 1.5. Calling you out. Because it's like, you don't have to care about the person's background or what they're going through. But as soon as they tell you, like, this is my name, these are my pronouns, that's all you got to go with. Because that's how they introduce themselves.
In fairness, Zero, you got all flustering with me and the whole flirting thing, and it threw me off.
I loved it.
The blame could go 50-50. I'm just saying.
They called themselves the peasant boy.
I'm just saying. There's room for understanding of the mistake.
I think it's a god complex, or they need to be in charge and right that is overtaking everybody.
Well,
that won't allow us just to be like, you know, I don't care. Just tell me what you want me to call you, and that's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
I bet Brock never got sick.
Enjoy. Enjoy, my friends.
Hey, soup is soup, Brock. Don't be picky. Well, thank you so much for all the time.
Here you are.
You have a good one, Necro, and thank you for learning.
Thank you! And thank you for all the gifts!
I said we would speak no more of that.
Well, actually, it's funny, Zero, is that,
Didn't mean to offend.
it is slightly on me in that regard, because it is far more common these days, so I really shouldn't have assumed. But in my, you know, I grew up where it wasn't around me a lot. In fact, I didn't meet a person who was actually gay until I was probably in my senior year of high school, and I found out one of my longtime friends had a female friend that kept hanging out with us, and she came out as lesbian during that year.
Her purpose was to inspire you to take foolish risks.
But what if the giants
So that was my actually first encounter with it. Up till then, it had always just been in movies and things to me. So even though I knew it existed, it was funny. That's how long it took me to actually meet somebody in person. That was out. I'm sure I had other friends who were, they just never came out.
But what if Loki going to Ironwood is the only way that...
Ah, Atreus. My son. And nothing more.
Could have been a little bit better about that, Dad.
I get what he means by that. He didn't mean it as saying you're not... He doesn't like him referring to himself as Loki and disrespecting the love that his mother and him had for him.
I like how Tyr's taking the blame, like, my words could have been chosen carefully.
Some people swear by it. On almost a daily basis.
I just don't understand. Why is there all this stuff about Loki and the champion and Ironwood if none of it's real? He's just so... Ugh!
Uh-oh. He's gonna transform because he's angry. Coasters back in the day.
Aw, Sindri being the brother.
Mind if I give you the best advice you've heard all day? And
That's a little, presumptuous there.
That's when all the troubles of your mind work themselves out.
Sure. Fine. Sleep? Sounds great.
I mean it.
He's not. Oh, you know what? I will agree. That is probably the best advice in the world. If you are mulling over something, if something is angering you, rest.
He put
Rest.
his hand on his shoulder and then he's holding it like it's death itself.
Sometimes that's the best thing you can do to figure something out. It's just rest.
Sleep on it.
Yeah. Because that way you also don't make rash decisions, you don't freak out, you let your mind and your body relax.
Color shift.
Loki.
Ooh. We're getting into important story plot. That's why this guy shut up. Yay, I get to play as him again. Please punch another treasure chest.
Right. Oh, great. The mask. Not mythologically accurate at all. There is no mask, for all those who know, there is no mask connected to Loki in Norse mythology. That is all fiction created by that movie, The Mask.
What's going on?
So I love how this game took that and ran with it, as saying like, oh yeah, this is totally, this is lore accurate.
Just knowing we're gods makes me feel so much stronger.
It shouldn't.
Where am I?
It's all you ever talk about, over and over. Do something about it or shut up already.
Little peoples. Little
Pretty much.
About little people's little
I mean, they literally, that's what shocked me so much by this story, is they used Jim Carrey's movie as a basis.
Hey, that was our only way to Jotunheim.
What do you want?
Let's go, Numa.
I don't understand.
Except for that, there's no other evidence of a mask connected to mythology or Loki. That was just introduced in that second, and not even the first movie of The Mask.
Hey, don't run off.
Because they didn't even mention Loki in the first movie. It's the sequel with the guy who don't even know his name. That they mentioned that the mask belongs to Loki.
This child is Jim Carrey.
I mean, at least he'll have a very lucrative career.
I gotta get out of here.
Love Jim Carrey. Probably one of my
That's
favorites.
not eerie at all.
Right up there with Danny DeVito. And yeah, I know Jim Carrey's pretty much, you know, insane with his movies, but that's what makes him such a great actor, is he throws himself into those roles and owns it.
He should pay for what he said about Mother.
I will rewatch his Christmas movies over and over again every year. Grinch and the, Grinch. I don't even have to think about that one. Best Jim Carrey movie is Grinch. The amount of effort that man put to that film
Please wait.
is insane. The dude hired a a literal torturer from the
Phantom
government.
pain. Nope, that actually happened.
Like a government level like person who helps people deal with torture. So he could get through that film.
A much better knife
That
than
is
others.
dedication, and that movie was so good. Like, it's probably my favorite holiday movie. Not to mention, for those who don't know, the lead actress character, the young woman, the young girl, grew up to become the lead singer of a great rock and roll band. I believe her band's called The Pretty Reckless. Yeah, Taylor Momsen.
Am I?
See, my thing with, like I said, I love all Jim Carrey movies, but Ace Ventura was one of those ones where I was like, I think he might have gone a little too far as Jim Carrey for those. Like, his over-the-topness reached its peak in those. Bruce Almighty arguably is in his top 3 because it was also one of the first movies he did that really had a good message. Like, it was just a good life lesson message on how to, like, look at your life. You know, look back at what you have. Don't be mad at what you have. You have a wonderful wife. You have a wonderful job. Why are you throwing it all away for what you think is fame?
Where am I?
Like, that was a great message.
Can you understand me?
Like, very powerful. It's like when, what's his name? The guy who does all the...
Where are we going?
Guy who remade...
Got it.
Oh, what's his name? Jewish actor and director made Longest Yard remake.
Any idea how I got here? I dreamt my way here. I mean,
and he did the blah 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 Dracula.
I don't say blah blah blah.
I can't remember his name. Darn it! Why can I not think of his name? Adam Sandler. There it is.
Oh.
Adam Sandler, another prime example of an actor who was just the same thing in every movie and then finally broke away. His movie Click was very powerful. And I feel like Bruce Almighty was that for Jim Carrey. Getting away from just comedy, but also having some real serious acting moments.
What's that smell?
Also, I think Jim Carrey did like a really intense horror drama too.
I don't know.
I think it was called 42 or Room 42 or something like that. That was also really intense.
You found the pack.
You tell me if you were gonna eat me. That's a joke.
We found the pack.
When it comes to like my thing that I think he's done the best so far, besides Grinch,
we found the pack.
Oh, hello, wolves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's the
7,
pack,
8,
yeah.
9, 10, 11.
That's a heck of a pack. Wow.
Yeah, 11. Oh, 12.
But yeah, that's a big pack. That's a
13, 14. 15.
I think that's about the average size, though, from at least what I saw in some of the movies. Mostly all my information comes from movies. I think I watched a documentary on wolves before, so it can have packs this large.
16, 17.
Most of these will actually be females, because I think the males end up going off.
18, 19, 20.
It was a very good movie. Like I said,
it will make you cry.
Yeah, it was a movie that really had a good message for those old enough to understand it. But also, it was just a fun comedy. So it was like a great middle ground for that actor. And a good directing moment for him, too. I will say, Jim Carrey's new movies, the Sonic franchise, holy smokes did he go above and beyond. Like, great acting in all of those. Like, dude played against himself. Like, I love it.
Paint is made from the bark of the ironwood trees. They absorb the memories of
You
the
turned
forest, so
bark into paint.
Too. Memories of the past, of the future.
And she was painting a picture of them right now. Him holding the knife to her as they first meet.
I'd hate to get blood on it.
Look, I'm not saying Click wasn't clearly just another Adam Sandler movie. I'm just saying it was a very good one for him when it comes to acting. It's like 50 First Dates was a very good, had a lot of really emotional moments, but it was still one of his comedies.
It's really you.
You know who I am? What's wrong?
I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. Huh. You look weirder than I imagined.
Oh, that's a rude way to introduce yourself.
Sorry.
You know, Big Daddy was actually pretty good. Honestly, like, as his early films go, that was another good Adam Sandler. Like, I liked him raising the kid, and though there were some scenes I'm like, really? This is how you raise your kid? I'm not one to judge. It was still very good.
First person that I've talked to in a very
Oh,
long
ha
time.
ha ha. Thank you, Zero.
And weird can be good.
That's right. Weird can be good. Thank you, Angraboda.
Yo.
Let's start over. I'm Angraboda.
Angraboda.
That's what I said.
You must have a lot of questions?
I'm just repeating what I heard in my ears.
Oh, I thought you were repeating me. Sorry.
You'll get your answer soon enough.
Remember, when both earpieces are on, I can't really hear you.
Ah.
This is why I mostly do story point.
Legs.
Me?
Like I said, you'll get your
It's fine. Most of it is covered by a sock.
Right.
This is just tattoo.
Not
Showing off them
No. It is my
legs.
I'm Loki.
There was more inside the but I can't say it aloud.
Oh.
Is that better? Pull my shorts down a little bit. They are the comfy, like, loungewear shorts, so sometimes they ride up.
This
Yeah, it can be comfortable
I'll
sometimes.
take my own path.
Master has given Cat a sock.
So where am I exactly? I was in this weird fog.
Oh, I've heard the Utengard.
Master has given Dobby a Glock.
You're safe here in the Ironwood.
360 no scope.
Did you just do my joke? You gotta do it with the voice. Master has given Dolby a Glock. 360 no scope.
Oh, as such a weird moment in video history.
Ironwood wasn't a real
Though
place.
another moment in weird is video history is the origin of that as well. That became Harry Potter with guns. I highly recommend it. If anyone has not watched that YouTube video, you will never stop laughing. Full credit to them. Like, they edited that perfectly, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic.
It's big.
Supposedly there is a place you can purchase the whole movie where they've edited the whole thing to have guns instead of wands, and I'm just like, I'm so tempted one of these days to just buy the first movie. Just to see how that transfers over, because I'm like, I don't think I'd get through half the movie, because I'd just be laughing too hard.
Survive, preserve what I can.
But why wait for me?
Because my destiny is to tell
It's
you
funny,
when.
in real life, I don't like guns. I've never liked guns. I'm more of a, ancient history person. I love all the ancient tools and weaponries. Though I will say I did enjoy cannons. I liked the age of cannon fire. Very creative for ships. But I'm just not a fan of guns. I don't like them, I never have. I mean, I know they're useful, and I know they are, at this point, you have to have them because everyone else does. But it's like, I don't like them. But for some reason in movies, and in, entertainment and comedy, they're hilarious to me. Like, I still love to watch guns on movies and stuff, just not in real life.
I don't think I've ever seen someone fight a jogger that...
Thank you.
In fact, for the longest time in my life, guns were just fantasy because I'd never seen one in person before.
So, what were you doing before you came here?
Surviving Thumblewinter. Wait, is that a thing around here? Did you know about it?
I did.
If I ever bought a gun, which I probably will once we have a permanent home and have, like, a safe and everything to be precautious just for home defense, it would probably be a simple rifle like a Winchester, and then it'd probably be a 6-shooter revolver because they don't jam and it's really all you'll ever need.
Which also works for me.
But I'm also an Old West fan, so it's also kind of that reasoning is, if I'm going to shoot a gun, I might as well feel like I'm from the Wild West.
Wild West.
Even though I know that's not
Is
an
that
accurate depiction of the
chainmail?
West of that time, it's still the
I
right
knew a
weaponry
prostitute
of that
would
time.
think that. Oh, they're kind of like uncles.
Kind of? You Midgard giants are strange.
They're dwarves, actually.
Still strange.
I mean, it's very possible. You see, when I pull my gun out, it becomes whose faster trigger hand it is. The question is, do I pull first or do you pull first? I reckon we're gonna find out.
I reckon I'm going the wrong way.
You might reckon right. Or you can do the Sam... What is it? Sam... What's his name, dang it? Sam Rockwell or something? No, that's the comedian.
Regal?
No, there's a voice... There's an actor who's, like, always associated with Westerns.
Jump.
Do you like breaking stuff?
It's just something my father... You know what?
What's his name, dang it? Well, I can get my cousin. She has a very strong country accent.
Looking good.
Huh?
Thanks! Wait.
And she has a few family members, too.
But I feel like we need a proper country person here to judge. Oh.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, get out of a battle.
My wife has a minor kind of southern accent, but she doesn't have nearly as full as you're thinking.
Well, it's because I don't use it. I purposely try to talk what I think is considered normal, because it's kind of hard sometimes when your inflection kicks in, and I have a really bad stutter if I'm not articulating my words properly.
Sam Elliott, that's what I was thinking of. So who I always associate Westerns with is Sam Elliott. Well, I reckon we're gonna find out.
Just give me something to say, and I'll say it in my best country that I can.
How you doing?
I'm great. I met another living giant. Maybe one who holds my destiny.
What?
Sorry. I'm just really excited to talk to you.
Okay.
Let's see.
There's this... Why? I'm not Woody from Toy Story. There's a snake in my boot. There are some words that have a harder inflection, is what I mean.
Everything's okay.
The classic
right?
stuff you still say
Yeah,
kind of normally.
Just in a
It's like,
magical force that shouldn't
there's...
exist.
You're kind of putting your tongue on the top of your mouth. There's a snake in my... Like, it's not my, it's like ma. You're putting an A instead of a Y. There's a snake in my boot.
Whoa!
Gotcha.
There we go. Here's a classic line from a Western.
Oh, God.
Thanks.
Ugh.
Guess I'm still getting the hang of things here.
Read from here, from it is, and then down to see to it.
It is, I think, going to be very harsh and unpleasant kind of business, and will, I think, require an extremely harsh and unpleasant kind of man to see to it. I also have dyslexia.
That is a line from Big Jake,
Where are we going?
My mother
or
recorded
from
her
Maureen
visions
O'Hara,
with
by the way, for all those who don't know.
How can I like to
She
see
was
them?
a huge country western star
Where are
in the
your
movies with John
They're not
Wayne.
around.
A lot of it is really just keeping your tongue on the roof of your mouth while you talk.
Not this one. Okay?
I'm sorry.
For all those who enjoy good western, I highly recommend Clint Eastwood and John Wayne. They are fantastic western films, especially their later stuff. The Man with No Name series is a great trilogy. That's the one that ends with the famous Mexican standoff between the three actors, between Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef. I can never remember the other man's name. I love him. He's one of my favorite actors, but I can't pronounce his name very well. He's the Spanish actor who portrayed the third member of the party. Great Western actor as well. Wah, 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 wah. That's the movie franchise that Clint Eastwood did. Man with No Name is its kind of underlines name, even though each movie has a separate name. Very good. Very well done. Probably some of the best work in the West. Yes. She's actually from Southern Virginia, so... That's,
Southern Virginia, South Carolina.
yeah, so she actually does have an accent.
Maybe
She
I was
works
really
very hard
bad at
to-
telling American accents, but White's voice sounds like it has a tinge of country regularly. Like I said, it's putting the tongue up to the roof of my mouth. I've learned how to keep my tongue low so I can try to speak at least directly.
But yeah,
articulating,
when I met her, yeah,
celebrating.
and every now and then she lets it slip. So she practices constantly to keep that accent from showing.
Help me with this?
Oh, sure.
I keep telling her she doesn't have to hide it, but she won't listen.
Because sometimes it can be a little atrocious.
Okay, now you.
We are who we are. Reminds me of there's this hilarious movie on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it. In fact, I don't remember much of the movie. But it was Jamie Foxx playing this hilarious, just silly pimp. And he's like, you is what you is. You's a hoe.
What?
Talking to one of his pimp girls or whatever, one of his hoes. It's just the silliest movie, but that line stuck with me.
I can slow down.
I mean, nothing wrong with
There's
that.
country music in the background right now.
I mean, it fits this kind of motif. I love Essex. Every time I watch like Hercule Poirot or, you know, some of the other BBC shows, they have a lot of stuff happen there. You guys must get a lot of film crews.
Whoa!
First one off the medallion wins.
You ever, so I hear they still have like, you can actually go on the old trains still that they used for like those movies or those shows and stuff. Like they're still active trains. Have you ever gone on one of those, you know, classic Train Zero? The ones that were steam engined? Because that is the main reason I would love to visit, because they still have those trains like in working perfect order. You can like get the fancy beds and everything that they used to use in like the 40s and 50s. It just sounds amazing. Because every time I watch like Murder on the Orient Express, I really want to get on one of those trains. I hear there's one that goes like from London and then like all the way south. And it's basically just a tour ride. You just go back and forth. I so want to do that. I'm sure it's expensive, so it's definitely something I have to save up for, because not only do I have to pay to get there, but then I have to pay for the trip, or for the train. So that's probably going to be an expensive trip. But like I said, that's going to be a one-and-done trip. Like, we are going to visit Scotland, we're going to visit London, like, we're going to do everything we can, even if it takes like 2 weeks or something. We're going to plan it all, and it's going to be like a $5,000 vacation, or more. But it'll be worth it by the end of it.
Here.
However, I do not recommend the same thing for visiting America. We have some things that are worth visiting, like there are some like physical attractions, like land-based things like the Grand Canyon. There are some things that are worth seeing, but on the whole, America's pretty boring. Very beautiful in some places, very beautiful in a lot of places actually. We have a lot of natural beauty still, especially in the mountains. But other than that, I mean, we are very young, so we don't have a lot of historic stuff.
Of course.
And most of it was destroyed during Civil War anyway.
Messed up by it.
Lore time.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, look, it's Daddy Kratos.
I've seen this before.
Very angry Daddy Kratos. He's killing people again. Dang it, Kratos.
Everything had happened already. Just the way it said. But this part was damaged. Oh, that's us. It's in the bag. Huh. I don't know who he is.
Please tell me you know why now. Let him answer that first. Please tell me that you know why now.
No. No. It's not right. That can't be what happens. No. 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 This isn't real. Ironwood's not real. The Ungar's not real. None of this is real.
Hey. Whoa, you're okay. You're okay. It's all alright. It'll be okay. Look at me. Hey, calm down.
I think he handled that well.
Calm down. It's fine.
It is kind of, it's like when you think American, everyone wants us to have the country accents. It is funny how most of us Americans expect every English person to have a Cockney accent.
Good. That's good. See, it's okay. Let go. Come on back. It's okay. You're fine.
You got a really nice house.
Sorry. I don't know what happened.
Oh, don't worry about it. It happens to everyone.
That happens to everyone?
Not the wolf part, but getting scared about your future.
That cannot be my future. It says I serve Odin and my father dies. There's just no way.
Look, this is the only way things turn out. The sooner you accept that, the better.
Oh, shit, that was mean too. Look. Just forget about that now. Forget the future. Forget Loki. You're a giant.
Oh, that's right. It is 6:47, so once we get time to switch over.
We're going to a friend lock.
Yes.
Our dear friend who I play online with on Thursdays is doing a friend lock today. So once we are done here, we will be heading over there. So please feel free to join us. At Rando Gaming 92.
I need to make sure I send a message, so give me a second.
Come on.
If there's more stuff, just find a spot to save.
Poor Loki. Or Atreus. Whatever you want to call him. By the way, for those who don't know, Atreus was also the name of the man who founded the Roman Empire. Atreus was the name of the survivor of Troy that would later become the first leader of the Roman Seven Hills and would start the founding of the actual country of Rome, or city of Rome. And then after that would actually grow to destroy Greece that once destroyed them at Troy. Ironic. A little bit of lore there for those who don't know where the origin of Atreus comes from. Bet on it, bet on it. But yes, we are going to now go over once it shows up, because he will be on shortly, so we have some time though.
I'm about to say, we can keep going until he's done and then save. I was just saying, like, I needed to message him real quick saying, like, we will be there, just let us know.
Alright, Angry Boda, where are you going? Get back here. Oh, look, another door thing. Oh, this is not one I can open yet. Okay. You know, this is actually quite therapeutic. If any of you have ever worked with animals, there's something very therapeutic about just feeding them.
My everyday stuff.
Like when you get to actually like walk around and put your hand up to them for them to eat off your hand, there's something oddly therapeutic about it. It's like painting. Oh jeez, yeah. I know what you were referencing. I'm just look. I watched all 3 of the movies.
Hi, Yala.
But I was definitely a bigger fan of the first one. After that, it just kind of meh. Though I will say the songs of the second movie were really good. I loved the baseball song. No, it was on High School Musical 2.
Come on up.
I don't dance.
I don't dance. I know you can. Not a chance. Oh no. If I can do this, then you can do that. But I don't dance. Hit it out of the park.
About the whole
Like that one, I like that song.
Yeah. Do you want me to call you that instead?
No, Loki's good.
Sure.
Sure, champ. Angerboda being savage to Atreus.
Bring my check over here.
So, where did you say we were going?
We need to collect some fruit. If we follow the
Here,
river, we should
you
find
get to drive the elk.
Oh
or
God.
Yak. Drive the yak.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Flowers over there.
Silence.
Okay.
No, that's what they're called. They only grow in Jotunheim. My mother and I used to take naps in them when my grandma and her fought. It was one of
Petting
the
my kitty.
only places she found peace.
What are you?
I don't know, but it don't look friendly.
King clams.
That's like the monster from Little Shop of Horrors. He's had a rough life here, apparently. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm bad.
Aha! Here's
By the way, speaking of which, I did not realize that Little Shop of Horrors was actually an English play. I did not realize that because I always thought it took place in New York.
For strength, they taste terrible.
Seems like they work though.
Really? That actually makes a lot of sense. Though I feel like they, Chad was more into the girl anyway, though, the other, the friend of the main female character. So I don't think I saw that coming. Though honestly, I totally saw the brother being gay. Like, I got that vibe the whole time.
Could you grab that one?
But I did like the brother actor though. He was in
I do. They're good friends.
Halloween Town High, and that was a fun movie. I liked Halloween Town.
Classic Disney Channel movies are good.
Honestly, yeah.
I will still rewatch Cheetah Girls.
Yeah, honestly, there were very few of the old Disney Channel movies I didn't enjoy. Like, they were all very well done. And they all had good messages, and they weren't over the top. Like, it was very fun.
I see some fruit up there.
Then we should be up there too. Ooh.
Wait, were you talking to me or the yak?
We're all in this together. I used to memorize that dance when I was a kid.
You're welcome.
I can't do it anymore, but I used to have that dance memorized.
After you. Listen, I know we're out here having fun.
It's like there was another song, I think it was called Soldier Boy, back when I was in middle school. Soldier Boy, da 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 da.
Join Odin if it cost me my father.
You crack that Soldier Boy, or something like that.
There is a thing inside this clam I can't get.
And I used to have a dance like that from that song memorized too, so I used to dance with all the kids from my school. It was a very fun time.
Not for this.
I mean, yeah, it's like Fancy and Gabriella versus Fancy and Gabriella's mom.
Gabriella's mom is Troy's dead. You know where I snuck that in from?
Yeah. Stacy's mom
is.
And what the heck are those two doing in a tree?
Hoppa!
Yep. Yep. Well, and then he makes a huge turnaround when he actually just starts supporting Troy, and it's like, oh, good dad.
No. I may have thought about going to Asgard.
I like that movie because it does send a good message for your children and for yourself as a parent. It's okay to support your kids, but don't push them. You don't want to push them one way or the other. That's their choice. Support them in the direction they're heading. Help them in that. Don't just keep pushing them one way or the other because you're afraid of their future or something. Like, that's not for you to decide, because if they don't choose to do that career later, then you have pushed them for no reason. They learned that lesson. If your kids want to take some time and do something for themselves, like being in a musical and finding like love, let them. If you keep pushing them so hard to be the perfect specimen of whatever they're doing, they're not gonna like you and they're not gonna want to keep doing it.
Y'all can't get under that log.
Oh, you didn't go to my high school, Zero. No, American high schools are actually just like that. If you do anything outside your clique, you are exiled.
Getting these ingredients, feeding your animals.
And if you want to hang out with any of those friends, it's usually outside of school time, because they don't want to be seen with you publicly anymore.
Age.
Right.
One of the last conversations I had with my father, he said he was sorry he couldn't.
Oh, that's how I do it.
That I'd have to grow up so fast.
At least you got an apology.
That's
Yep.
a way with words, huh?
Yeah, America's got a lot of problems when it comes to how we have public school.
Oh, just you wait. It gets
We
better.
need to fix it. And look, I got no... Oh, yeah, pretty much. If you're in a group that is like mainly sports oriented and you join the musical, you would pretty much be like the joke, even if you're a really good ball player. Like, we had a few people like that. A couple of my seniors joined the final musical because it was part of the school requirement. And they still got mocked for it because it was a requirement to get an A. But it was still something that everyone went to the show and laughed at them for.
Or
This was like one of our
maybe it's not
lead
what it looks
football
like.
players.
Maybe I'm tricking Odin.
Oh, is trickery something you're good at?
I lied to
Kids,
my dad a couple
teenagers can be cruel. Like, and for no good reasons. It's just cruelty.
Deception. Green bulbs go here in this bucket.
Yep, it's crazy.
Hey, if I
That
need
movie was like scary
fix my
accurate
bow or
to what
something,
time period I was living in
no,
at the time, because that
I've got
came
some
out when I
glass
was in
my
high
tool
school.
chest over there.
So I was
By
like,
the
yeah,
way,
this is a
I
little
left something in the tool chest for you. I'll meet you over by y'all.
too close for comfort.
Is it okay to hang out around here?
As long as you want.
See, my group was the opposite. I could be in musicals. That wasn't the thing that made me an outcast, because we were part of the nerdy group. What outcasted me was when I started doing well in school my senior year. All of a sudden, I was looked at as the outcast because I was actually going to class and doing homework. Oh, Jotnar bow.
Yep, she just left us some stuff.
Very nice. Oh yeah, Zeke is baking. Creme brulee. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's this nice creamy little texture. It's great. This little center middle. Zeke! Not now!
Wasn't as good back then.
And I love, like, Troy is instantly supportive of his friend Zeke. Instantly, like, oh, that's so cool. And it's just like, man, that's what a friend should do.
This one's covered up.
Evaporate, tall person.
It's not ready for anyone's eyes.
It would work if I did it this way.
Except maybe Yala.
You can't be that bad.
Maybe I'll show it
And
to you one
yet she
day.
ends up with Zeke.
Not today.
Fitting.
Only 3 colors? Where are the rest?
That's
Can't
all
blame
right.
her, though.
I mixed
Zeke
them
is the
with
whole
rest.
package. Tall, athletic, baker. Gotta win there.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Is that another one of your paintings? It's pretty good.
nah, not my best. I could do better.
Well, I like it.
And you know, this is another instance of like the actor did it so well you hate the character is Sharpay.
Now's when I usually harvest
It's just like the
these
pink
roots.
lady in Harry
I mean,
Potter
unless you
5.
still want to leave.
Such an amazing actress because you hate the character so much. Like universally, my wife says it all the time, universally I don't think there's any character more hated than Umbridge.
Yep.
But the actress is phenomenal. She's a great person.
All kinds of things.
Because you got to think about it. An actor is incredibly talented if they can make you hate the character so much that you fully believe that it's the actor playing that bad person.
That's why a lot of actors have a hard time playing those kinds of characters sometimes, because out in public they get, you know, angry people at them. because they think they're the character, because people can't disassociate them from the, you know, fiction.
I actually had a comment on a TikTok video about one of those TV shows called like The Resident or something. And
they just can't carry both
oh,
of us.
I cannot talk while they're talking at the same time.
Got it.
I left a comment saying, wow, this actress is amazing. Like, I full on hate the character, but I love how she does it. And I've had comments, like replies to my comment saying, I totally forget that these are actors sometimes and not actual people, because she plays other really nice people in other shows. And I'm just like, right? It's a good actress.
Well, I mean, it's like, speaking of, you look at, here's a good example. Look at Professor Sprout. Professor Sprout is the most adorable actress and character. Miriam, I can't remember her last name. And she plays one of the worst ant villains ever in James and the Giant Peach.
We're coming! We're coming! There's more roots this way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, his friends were the worst. Like, they literally went behind his back and trapped the girl he loved in a very poor line. And trapped him in a poor line to make them break up. Like, that is cruelty. Yes, Mary Margaret, I love her. But another great example of an actress who you create a character you hate so much because she's so good at it, but then she goes around and plays Professor Sprout, who you just love.
I can transform!
You got this!
Look, we all wish we could do this. Though mine wouldn't be a wolf. I'd probably wish to become a monkey. So basically myself. But
I'm a druid!
I've got you!
Specifically an orangutan. I would love to be an orangutan. Or an ape, like a gorilla. I would love to be a gorilla.
I got your back!
I now have Spartan Rage. It is a wolf.
Okay,
yep.
ready.
You okay?
I feel bad for that manager too. Chamomile would be lovely. When he's like, when she's like, do you need some tea? Like, he's dealing with Sharpay and he's dealing with all of this other issues, guys. Please stop giving him gruff. He is doing his job.
He kind of gives me the vibes of that one character from Trolls. Like when they had the bigger people. And she was like, do you want to go back to the slums where we came from? And he's like, girl, we grew up in the suburbs. Our parents were dentists. Like, that's the vibes he gives me. And it's like, the kind heart. And it's like, yeah, I know. Wait, what am I getting arrested for? I'm turning them in. It's like, felony tax evasion.
Oh,
okay.
Take me away.
Right?
Yeah, I love that character so much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that new Trolls movie was adorable. I loved the brother character of the villains.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I don't know where the girl went. Where'd the girl go?
I don't know. It's a fair question.
Oh, you're over there.
No, absolutely. The fact that they had a bunch of high school running that, you know, was supposed to be luxury resort, that was just bad. You know, that was doomed to fail.
Yeah.
Over here. Just scroll down.
It isn't a total loss.
No. I mean, I told him to text me when he was live. I got it. Don't minimize it. Just click on OBS behind it. Because if you minimize it, it gets rid of the count.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the second one is okay. The one where they, you know, have the rock and roll franchise, whatever, show up. Honestly, it wasn't my favorite, though. I just like the fact that Ozzy Osbourne was in it. But frankly, the new Trolls movie, the third one, was really good, actually. I really enjoyed that one. No, that was Trolls. Katy Perry was in Trolls 2? Yeah. Trolls 2 or Trolls 3, one of those. But I think she was also in the Smurfs as Smurfette. Oh no, she was as Katy Perry. That's what it was. She was actually just playing Katy Perry. That was the joke because she met the Smurfs.
Okay. Hey,
It was very weird.
maybe I don't pull up roots for a little bit.
Speaking of, apparently they're making another new version of
Hey,
that,
looks
so it's
like
not
you're
even
opening up
continuing
back
that live movie. It's a
Let's
whole
catch
new
up with
live
Yala
movie.
before more of them show up.
Or live, I say. 3D animated.
You're okay.
Yeah, it looks okay.
about you?
Honestly, I've never been a big
What do you
Smurfs
feel when you
fan,
change?
in general, so I don't know if I'll see it, but it doesn't look bad,
Part of
honestly.
you unleash the wolf with that anger. Maybe you
I was
just
always
need to
more
find
of
the path
a
that will guide it?
How?
other cartoons. I like more like the
Fight
Boomerang
all sorts
shows,
of
like
emotion in your heart,
Flintstones
not
and
just rage. If
Tom
rage
and
lets
Jerry,
it
things
out,
like that.
another
So I
might
never really
help
watched
you
Smurfs or
Stay you.
anything else.
What
My
is
childhood
this,
was
Rachel?
very
Hold on.
wide, broad when it came to shows. I watched so many cartoons, it
enjoyed
was not
that,
even
didn't
funny.
you?
That's because back
Maybe.
then you'd just watch them in a row, because you'd sit for like 3 hours in front of the television with commercials and watch each new episode of the day.
Home again.
So I watched so
Yeah.
many cartoons.
Let's drop off these roots in the bucket up on the left here. Then, I've got one last thing to show you.
I could probably talk to you about almost any cartoon out there. Well, and the problem is, Zero, is that we're the ones that are making them do it. Because we're the generation they're selling it to. They're like, oh, these guys will come back and buy our stuff because they grew up with this stuff.
Is it alright if we
And the
stick
sad
around
truth
longer?
is, we will.
Maybe wanna, you know, repair some stuff.
So, really the problem is that we pay for nostalgia. If somebody decided to bring out, say, a whole new remake of, like, the original trilogy of Star Wars,
But for you,
and just
that
do it
might
the
be a
same
bad
way,
thing
but in
and not
animation style, like where it's all animated,
Oh.
I'd still watch
Thanks
it.
for rubbing it in,
I'd
though.
pay the money. I'd go to
Sorry.
theaters.
Joking.
You know, even though the
That's kinda
actors
why
have
they're
passed away and they'd
That's
be
why
different
we're here.
voiceovers, I'd still go see it just because I love Star Wars. And it'd be nostalgic.
Huh. Dead end.
Like, it's weird, but it's the way we live on, is we like reliving the past sometimes.
I really like that spell.
It hides this place perfectly.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
true,
why
and
I
that's the
couldn't
thing
sense
too,
any
is
other giants when Father
here's the
met
other
them.
thing. Original ideas are limited. Because nothing really is original. Everything comes from inspiration of something else. I mean, even most of my D&D stuff that I write for my players, I get from inspiration of all the fantasy and sci-fi I've watched. It's all inspired. So there's going to be parts where people are like, oh, hey, I get it. That's like that. Yeah, I mean, that's what inspired it. Like, we haven't played it in a while, but way back we did a stream of one of my, like a one-shot with our friends online, where it was us playing D&D in space, in Astral, in the Astral Sea. And a lot of that is inspired by a lot of sci-fis I watch.
Maybe we should keep it where it is
You know,
until you figure that
the
out.
Empire of Humans is based loosely on a lot of different empires throughout history of sci-fis. Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, like there's a lot of familiarities to it. I try to make it as original as I can, but
Y'all
there's
let these
limitations of what I
things
can
a lot
do.
get around.
Like names are changed around and, you know, characters are different, but designs are pretty much based off older stuff.
Jaffa.
I mean, think of it this way. How many different ways can you make a spacesuit? Still got to be functional. So, I mean, do you make a spacesuit that looks like one from, you know, diving under the water, or do you make a
Here's my
spacesuit
line.
that looks like Star Wars that
I
just
try
looks
to
like a
see
suit
how
of
many
armor?
bounces I can get. You want to try?
Looks easy enough. Oh.
A little.
So we
help?
definitely live in a
I think I got
interesting
it.
time period.
How about...
Yes, actually, some of that was for that specific campaign. The monk class I made on stream was for that
You're
campaign.
laughing at me now.
The 12 stars.
I'm not laughing at you.
The way I write it for Astral is because I don't like the idea of everyone breathing in space, because that bugs me so much.
You'll get it. Throw it flatter.
In D&D,
It's all
if
about
you're in
timing.
space, you can breathe in,
When you
because it's not
release
space, it's the astral sea.
Alright.
And that bugs me. So what I call it, my game is astral space. So yes, there is all that wonderful glowing, like, unique coloration of magic in space that is birthed by the energy of the stars. But to breathe in it, you have to have some kind of ability. So humans have to use, you know, machines to breathe like we do, and other species use magic to grant them protection from the astral radiation. So I still have some space in there, but I still keep the aspect of it being D&D magical aspect. So it's like that mixture of it. Mostly just because I don't like the idea of there not being a consequence to being in space. There has, in my opinion, there has to be a way to be in space, but with difficulty, because that's what makes it so amazing. You can't just hop on your boat and fly out into space. You have to have magic that lets you do that. You have to have protection that lets you do that. Or you have to be a specific species that can breathe it, because they were, born to it, that kind of thing. Or they don't breathe with lungs, so it doesn't bother them, that kind of thing. Like, for instance, plasmoids. They are just balls of plasma. They are literal liquid, gooey people. They have no organs. They have no breathing. They are just slime. So
I'm a slime character.
Yeah, yours is the slime character. So they don't have to worry about breathing in the astral sea because they were born in the astral sea. They come from the meteorite rocks that break apart and the stars themselves that radiate on those rocks, creating light. Or if you're a, what do you call it? What I call them, what did I call them in my intro? I use automaton instead of robot, but I call mine automatons. They're mechanized people, but they have self-awareness. They're not like droids where they can only think based on their programming. They are literally a living, species that is metallic. So kind of like the Cylons. They are living creatures, they are just metallic.
How did I do this thing? I forgot how I did a thing.
Life comes in all forms when magic is involved.
That didn't count, by the way.
Speaking of Zero,
it counts.
with D&D stuff,
Came out of the water.
I didn't do it on stream, but I did make an entire D&D Beyond campaign setting, like using their program to make subclasses, all for Digimon. So I have a D&D subclass for every class that is solely based in the world of Digimon. Because that way, if I ever play online with Digimon, I have like, oh yeah, here, access my D&D Beyond account. You can have your own little character sheet.
Under that archway when we're done here.
Yes.
I mean, it's because some people don't even do the doodle, so the fact that you go that into your character design makes people very impressed. Like, I try so hard to get people to write more of their own background, like to, I show them some history of my world, I give them some background so they can work with it if they want, but a lot of the time people just want to create a simple character to play. They have no real interest to see where they want their character to go, so they want me to do all the work. Which sometimes I'm okay with, because it's just like, oh, I get to be as creative as I want them with your background. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. In fact, in our campaign right now, I've pretty much written everybody's background. The exception is they all have at least given me character names, like for some people in their background.
I have something for you.
Like, at the very beginning, my wife requested that she have a father figure. That was a main request she had. She wanted a father figure.
Mother figure.
And a mother figure, yeah.
Not and mother, but...
And she didn't want a romance arc, because the last one was romance, so focus on a different type of character arc for her character. And
I had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Are we?
So it was like, okay, there we go.
Sort of. It's
Oh, I was talking about this campaign, not...
Oh, this campaign.
Yeah.
much easier
Oh, yes, a father figure, an adoptive mom, a very tragic backstory with the death of my mom.
Yep. So she
and
gives me requests for specifics, but then leaves the detail work to me, which I'm fine with, because that helps me also.
Because it also surprises me genuinely when he's like, boom, you remember this part of your background? This is how it happened, and I'm like, aww.
And sometimes, honestly, that might work even better in D&D, because if you write too much out for your own campaign,
then you're not surprised.
Then you're not going to be surprised by anything coming your way. You know what's
Doesn't
coming.
matter. There's no changing where you end up. You can try whatever you want to avoid it.
That would be fun.
You're telling me no.
Traffic light plus monkey hybrid. I have this image in my head now what that would look like. Just a giant traffic signal, but with, arms and legs that are hairy.
The endpoint remains the same. It's better to walk your path than to struggle against it.
I mean, you could argue that's a Digimon, a Pokemon. Who knows if you want to argue that one?
We'll have to leave Yala for a
You know, that's something they haven't done yet. With all these Pokemon designs and Digimon designs, why is there not a lamppost Pokemon or Digimon? Or like a traffic light?
This, gift doesn't seem like something
Right, he's in voice chat, but I don't know if he's live yet.
What does that mean?
You'll...
And just where we were getting to the good part of Angrboda's arc.
Now, time to hold up my end of the prophecy. Follow me.
I mean, that'd be cool. You could put it in the Discord.
What?
The idea of her original idea character, which was a lamppost monkey hybrid, or a light traffic light monkey hybrid.
I've got you.
But yeah, it's interesting that that's not a thing for Pokemon like yet. We've had all these like Rotom things, but none of them have been traffic signaled. I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Interesting.
I always just imagine that scene in Spirited Away where the lamppost has a foot and is bouncing around. Apparently they are superhuman because they could lift that rock together.
Well, yeah, she has giant blood.
So two giants and a mix of a giant and a god can lift that boulder, but Kratos can do it one-handed.
Yep.
I saw somebody comment once saying, why is there so much fighting in these games? I'm like, did you not know what you purchased?
I'm about to say, it says it in the title, God of War.
This game is literally designed to give you story while just freaking destroying multiple monsters at once. It's like I saw a comment at one of the E3s for Pokemon, and they were like, why do they keep making Pokemon so childish? And I was so disappointed by that comment. I'm like, because it's made for children? It's like, really, dude? Like, how old are you, and how do you not realize the game you're playing is made for children? You're supposed to be okay with that fact. That's why we play them, is we're very...
Oh, the spider on the wall.
This way. We're coming up.
I don't mind playing the child's game. It's fine. It's still entertaining.
Happened to them?
There's no... You don't get emasculated by playing a child game.
Left a pile of corpses to confuse Odin, should he ever find a way into Jotunheim.
Where'd they hide?
Oh, did you want some attention, baby girl? Oop.
Down goes the phone.
Phone drops so many.
Little.
Attention? Do you want some attention?
Meow. Oh, she's just out of camera.
He's our baby girl.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh, her head's wet.
Yeah, I think she's been putting her head down on that place where we spray the water. The fence. Oh no, she was drinking water earlier. She
sticks her head in it, yeah.
She sticks her head in our water dispenser. So she basically covers her head in water.
It just notified. There it is. All right.
Hey, that's actually really good.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, so as soon...
Wait, you've seen these before?
Not these, but I found a few in Midgard.
Where?
Inside your mother's murals.
Oh, but that's...
The giants are alive! Sort of.
What are they?
Their spirits are alive.
As soon as the cutscene is over, we will raid over.
I love that aspect of this is how the giants have lived. Is they basically get put into these little balls of spirits.
Brother?
Hodor.
Ara. Giants. These belong to the giants?
No, these are the giants.
The giants.
Yep. No, it was so they could survive.
They had a choice.
So basically, the world of the giants was being destroyed. I don't remember
Stay in Jotunheim,
if they explained why.
waiting for Odin to find
Oh, yeah, here it is.
slaughter them. Where they could hide. My father helped whisper their souls into these. And before he died, he passed them on to me. It's within these. They found peace. Now they are your responsibility.
Are you sure?
Well, that's what my mother saw. You're supposed to know what to do with them when the time comes.
And he sure does.
When's that?
I don't know.
I love what he does with the giants.
Let's head back.
This is a lot of responsibility.
It is. And it's all yours.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm done. I guess. Now that I've given you those, my part in all this is over.
You could always come with me.
Your part's never over.
We could fight Odin together.
If I was supposed to fight alongside you, I wouldn't disappear from your damn mural halfway through.
I understand.
Clearly, she doesn't like the murals either.
We shouldn't break up the set. Don't you think?
Let's keep walking.
Huh. Tallest peak in the realms. The only other time I was in Jotunheim, I was there with my father.
You
Forgot it was a hand.
I spread my mom's ashes there. Feels like ages ago. Hey, just because of some dumb mural, your story doesn't have to be over.
I know. I mean, I have plans. It's just... it's over as far as the giants are concerned. So what's that make me?
A friend?
All right.
That
Manual save
was-
1 and
This story is so good. Like, it's such a great story.
723. 723. Yep. All right. And with that, we will raid over. We will still be technically on live, just not live on our own channel. We're going to raid over to Rando Gaming, where we voice his Pokemon in something called a friend lock. Want to learn what it is? Stick around to find out. I really should have prepped this before I said that, but it's fine.
Yes.
It's fine. I'll get it super fast.
All fine. Everything's fine.
I got it.
We're gonna have a good freaking day.
To which, see you guys tomorrow. He will most likely stream, and then we have the indie that night.
Yes. More than likely, I'll be doing either Pokemon or some more Final Fantasy tomorrow, so look forward to that. Have a wonderful time, everyone.